I'd like to welcome y'all to something, epic, something special. Yo, I wanna live with the stars, I run with the night, enjoying all the luxuries of life. I'ma live cause everybody dies, so I'ma talk about a ride, smoke and get high, and give you a piece of mind. I wanna live with the stars, cause I run with the night, enjoying all the luxuries of life. I'ma live cause everybody dies, so I'ma talk about a ride, smoke and get high, and give you a piece of mind. I never thought today would be my future, and this ain't Lux, this Junior. Grown man, one ruler, one gun, one shooter. I'm halfway cooler, super. Man, I want the world Lex Luthor. Yo, it's your boy Luxury, the most expensive nigga rolling. I'm in the building with my nigga DJ K's. What's cracking, big dog? GrownManishh.
Niggas so back watching this executive order 13772. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot to do with the money. A lot of y'all don't know about that, but it was an executive order that was put in place February 3rd, 2017. Executive order 13772. If y'all about that money, y'all should read it. Very
enlighten the people about it a little bit. Give them a little insight on it.
I think give them some insights about the goddamn money. Shit. Anything the little money, go read it goddamn self. I'm just telling you about some goddamn money. Now, if you're interested in getting some money, you'll go read the goddamn document. Other than that, be ignorant ass motherfucker. Listen, I ain't gonna sit up here and be reading shit for these broke motherfuckers on here.
Oh, I ain't tell you to read. I ain't tell you to read. I ain't tell you. I feel you.
I take the arrow. I point in that direction. Y'all go. Y'all ain't gonna go. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
I feel you on that. Motherfuckers ain't paying you for the information. I feel you. But I commend you for pointing them to the right direction. But all my people over on YouTube, you know what I mean, that's tuned in, that got the notifications, make sure y'all go ahead and share it with my new people that's over on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can be notified whenever we go live. And all my people over on Facebook, make sure you go ahead and hit that like and that share button so you can go ahead and get this content out to other people. And all my people over on Twitch, make sure you go ahead and hit the follow button, and you can subscribe to me if you choose to. But make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever that we go live. So we gonna get back at it, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Yeah, man. I wanted to start off with we gonna talk about some of these fucking AM rights, and you know what? This is the definition of a motherfucking racist ass, crack ass, pale face, blue eyed devil that I always talk about. 25-year-old, this piece of shit. I want to pull his picture up too. 25-year-old Army vet Michael McKinney shot a 15-year-old in Des Moines, Iowa during a Trump rally. The parents of this it's a young black girl. The parents of this young black girl said that these white folks were surrounding them, spewing racial slurs at them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And some type of confrontation broke out, and this fucking coward shot this baby. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we need to put motherfuckers like this on blast, man. And this is the shit that I be talking about, how brothers need to be more in tune to protecting their goddamn women from pieces of shit like this. And your children, too, because a lot of them fucking rapists. Let's be real about it. I'm going to call it what it is. And then you know what, man? You know what? I'm on 10 today. You know what I mean? Because... You know, I hear
the pedophile in chief is about to take his oath tomorrow.
Man, it's crazy as fuck. In chief. It's crazy. It's crazy as fuck. You want me to tell you something, man? How these motherfuckers, and I'm not, like I say, man, I'm not talking about all white people. I'm talking about the blue-eyed devils that exist out here in this motherfucking world that talk shit, and they so manipulative, bro. Like, you remember you used to always hear, well, the Mexicans, they're murderers and they're rapists. Well, white folks, y'all murderers and y'all rapists.
Oh, hell yeah.
What the fuck?
They specialize in murder, rape, and mayhem, and conquering all that shit.
And this is the thing. When you challenge they whiteness, and when you intelligent, and when you have knowledge yourself, they don't like it. They want to kill you.
So you said a good old boy shot a young sister in the face, huh?
No, he didn't shoot her in the face. He shot this young girl. He didn't shoot her in the face, but he shot her, regardless of the fact.
He didn't kill her, did he?
Huh? I don't know. He didn't kill her. I didn't read no reports about him.
And what happened to him?
Huh?
What happened to him?
Oh, he's in jail facing 25 years. Judge just denied him of his bond. So he's sitting where the fuck he at? Des Moines, Iowa.
Ooh.
That's up there in Crackerville, USA.
It used to be indigenous land, Iowa.
Yeah, I know. I know, but they took it over. You get what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna go deep off into why they took it over. No, I'm just talking about we gonna address this piece of shit here. You get what I'm saying? These the type of motherfuckers. You know how they used to ride and go string motherfuckers up. These the motherfuckers that need to go ride on the gangbangers. The gangbangers. These the niggas that y'all should be riding on, stringing them up.
We ain't talking about these bitch ass gangbangers, man.
No, I'm talking about.
Ain't gonna move on
but they move on their own.
Ain't moving
they
on
will move. Listen, Cage, they will move. They will move on their own kind. But when you got a motherfucker like this out here shooting your women, a woman that look like you won't go ride on him. But you'll ride over a nigga over a bitch. You'll ride over a nigga over a couple dollars. But this shit right here is shit that nigga's supposed to be riding on right here.
What kind of weapon did he shoot this child with?
It was a pistol. It wasn't a assault rifle. It was a pistol. But the motherfucker had a bulletproof vest on, all type of Trump memorabilia in his fucking car, extra rounds of magazines.
Oh, he had a bulletproof vest on.
Yes, he did.
That changes everything. That's a I believe that's a felony. A felony. You cannot wear a bulletproof vest while you're in the commission of a crime. That's a whole different charge on top of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but piece of shit. Once again, Army vet. He should be he's a disgrace to the Army. Army vet Michael McKinney.
No, he's not.
Army vet Michael McKinney.
All the white American Army did was kill and maim poor people.
Yeah, they did.
Period.
He's a disgrace.
Ain't no shame. Ain't no disgrace. Because that's exactly what they do. That's what they do to this day. They go out and kill and murder innocent people. Poor people.
We gonna move on from that, but I just
black man has no business in a white man's army. Period.
I wanted to put that out there though. This dude piece of
shit.
I'm
putting that out there.
McKinney.
Black man ain't got no business in a white man's army.
Well, they already know that. They already know that. They learned that from Vietnam. They learned that from World War I and II.
They learned that from the Revolutionary War.
When they came back, they shitted on them. What you talking about?
The Revolutionary War, the first man to get killed was a black man. Stand up for you crackers. Fuck out of here.
And then come back home and they call him niggas. And don't get the same benefit as his counterparts. You get what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get it off until the military. You're right. The military is not for black people. I do agree with you on that situation, but
no. I said a black man ain't got no business in the white man's army.
No, it's not for. They don't. I said it's not for us. That's why I just said. But I'm talking about this piece of shit right here that shot that baby. He need to be held to the highest standard of the courts when it comes down to putting this motherfucker underneath the jail.
No, okay, he did what he's trained to do, kill black people.
Yeah, but he's not a cop. This is a regular guy.
A white man.
He's an
white
army
man trained to kill. White man trained to kill black people. Period. They're raised and groomed to kill black people. Period. They're raised and groomed to deceive black people. Period. To this day, they would not stand up and defend the truth. They rather be like, oh well, think about it. Look at all these rednecks that have hooked up on this bullshit that went down, right? But they did no background on none of these people. But when that sister got killed in her bed, that was a medical technician, they tried to say, well, her boyfriend's a drug dealer, and maybe she did this and that. But none of these crackers that are laying up in this fucking Capitol, they ain't doing what they used to do. They ain't putting no shame on their name. Man, fuck these white folks, man. Say what you fucking want. They put all the evidence right there in front of you before your eyes. They would tear our black people down when they're innocent. But when these crackers were up in the Capitol, they still, oh no, he's a good boy. He was at the wrong place.
Everything except for terrorists.
Everything but the motherfucking truth. That motherfucker ain't shit. He was trespassing. Good for that bitch that got shot if it was a stage. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pissed off there was only one shot fired. Only one. All the motherfuckers, only one shot fired. There should be an investigation. There should have been motherfucking bloodshed every goddamn way. Fuck that. Fuck that. It should have been bloodshed every motherfucking way. Because I know that was me and my people. Yo, I'd have been the first one popped. Fuck that.
Yep.
Fuck that.
You ain't lying.
Fuck that. Fuck
and you got every right to feel that way. Every single
truth is true. You steaming that motherfucker up over there, yeah, nigga. It's everything,
yeah. But you got every
truth and everything.
You got every right to feel that motherfucking way, and you know what takes me back this term, and you know somebody else pointed it out. Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins, man, and I completely 100% agree with this man when he says this shit, though, because people need to look at the terminology that they use to describe these people. White supremacists. You know what I mean? Neo-Nazis. They use every term they can to make it seem like this other set of group of people is racist, when really, this is what I say, y'all motherfuckers is stupid when it come down to this voting shit, because y'all voted a racist in. He's racist. Yeah. White supremacists, listen, white supremacists is a term to use to influence black voters. I completely agree with that. It is a term, and it's been used for decades. White supremacist is a term used to influence you niggas, used to scare you niggas into voting.
Hey, yo, these crackers right now,
go ahead.
It's really pissed because you see that caravan coming through the motherfucking Central America. Yep. All the motherfuckers in Honduras, them motherfuckers is coming. They gonna crash that border. I'm gonna laugh because I bet you them crackers will start shooting in. And that's gonna be that bullshit. We'll stay tuned and watch. These crackers, these motherfuckers really believe these clans we gonna let them come in here and take over.
y'all gotta quit falling for the okie doke, man, and y'all need to pay attention to what the fuck is going on, man. Like, seriously,
fuck
man.
That. Pay attention to this money. Let them crackers do what they do. Y'all niggas stay in the house, get this money up. That way, when all this shit get flooded, and all these motherfuckers start taking over, you see all this ass whipping, you just be like, excuse me, I'm heading to the airport. Get away from you motherfuckers.
Right.
You got cash money, and you just go travel. Let them tear all this shit up. Fuck
right.
it. You got money in your pocket, gonna be keep making money, and you chilling. And they be like, what you do for a living? You be like, I'm chilling. I'm staying my ass away from these goddamn crackers. That's what I'm doing for a living. That's the only way I'm gonna live longer. Stay away from these crazy ass white folks. All this bullshit. Poison in the food, water, air, all this shit. And I want to stick some shit in your body that's stored at minus 80 degrees. They want to inject that shit in your body that's positive 98.7. You gonna put some sub-zero shit in you and say it's gonna cure you? Y'all some goddamn fools, man.
Yeah, man, it don't make no sense. And this is why I say, man, why are people the only ones that fall for the okie doke?
Who, niggas?
Yes, why we the only ones that go for the okie doke, bro?
They ain't got no choice. Those niggas is stupid as hell. Niggas don't think for themselves. Niggas let somebody think for them.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
We got to start operating a little bit different, man. Like, seriously, man. We got to start operating a little bit differently. But I want to share
No, we don't. Let this shit keep going the way it's going, man. God bless them, motherfuck them, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm talking about us as a people. I'm talking about us as a people. Us as a people have to operate a lot differently, Kaz. You can't say that we don't need to.
These niggas ain't.
You can say what they not gonna do. I'm talking about what we need to do. It's not about what they want to do.
We need to do it, but these niggas ain't gonna do shit. These niggas don't give a fuck. Only that they care about who got the biggest ass and the most cash.
That's it. Straight ignorant shit. But I'm not into the ignorant shit. I'm not into the ignorant shit. You know what? I'm into ignorant shit every now and then. But I'm not into ignorant shit 24/7, my nigga.
I know some ignorant shit. Put that battle royal you sent me up. Woo, that was some funny shit.
Oh, you talking about
that battle royal that you showed me? But I said that to a few people. Them niggas was in tears. They said like them motherfuckers was fighting over the last chicken wing, man. I thought, oh,
they was fighting over something. I wouldn't even listen, and I just say two big ass. I ain't even gonna describe it, but I'm gonna play it a little bit later. I'm gonna play it a little bit later. I'm gonna play it a little bit later so everybody can check out what we're talking about. Let
these sisters been up in that Capitol storming like this, boy. Woo. Yeah.
Hey, but before we go on, see, listen, man, there's a movie out.
I'm bad.
There's a movie out that just came out, and I really want people to go check this movie out. It's called American Skin. I'm going to play the trailer. If I find a trailer, I'm going to play it for y'all. Damn good. Just watch. But this movie caused so much controversy. You want me to tell you why? Because it was actually niggas standing up and doing something for themselves. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to share this trailer real quick. This is not a smoke break.
That's not that. It's just
listen. I want you to watch this, my brother. You going to be over there jumping
for joy.
You going to be over there jumping for joy once you see this, my brother. But let me go ahead and play this. This is not a smoke break once again, but I'm going to put this up. No, you know what? I was going to put it up behind me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this up behind me. I want y'all to check out this trailer. And when I say this is scaring the shit out of white America, It's scaring the fuck out of white America.
What should an unarmed black man with his back turned
Man,
scares the
listen,
shit out of me?
watch,
The fuck?
just watch. We gotta get past this little thing. I want y'all to check this out. Anybody who ever went to go see this movie, go please check this out. It's called American Skin. I need you to check this shit out, Case.
You remember me?
Oh, Nate Parker.
How you doing tonight?
Doing well, officer.
Can I see your driver's license, registration, and insurance, please?
Of course, sir. My license is right here, my wallet. It's all right, son. You remember the night in July?
Hands up! Hey! Wait! Put the phone down! Put that phone! Sir, it's a phone! It's a cell phone! It's just a cell phone!
You knew he was unarmed.
Get in the car and put your hands in the air! Officer, please, he's just a kid!
Pointed your gun at him.
Okay, get out of the car, son.
He pulled the trigger.
Put the phone away! Put the phone away!
The grand jury determined that no probable cause exists to file any charges against Officer Randall.
This is my son. This is my little boy. You took that from me. The world took that from me. Today we make that right. Hear me when I say this, because I'm only going to say it once. Don't stop filming.
You should just give up now.
Why are we the only people in this country that are expected to do things without violence?
I didn't mean to kill your son!
What you did.
I did what I was trying to do!
I just want justice. That's all I want. This is your jury. The deciders of your fate. Today, you will be tried for the murder of my son. You scared? Are you afraid?
Hey. Now, didn't I tell you these motherfuckers petrified? They petrified. They petrified seeing some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? I knew that was gonna amuse you. I just had to amuse you tonight, bro. I knew that was gonna set you off. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Why is this movie so fucking controversial when you got movies out here like Rosewood? You got movies out here like Mississippi Burning. You got movies out here like let me think of 12 Years a Slave. You got all these fucking depictions of y'all doing. Go ahead.
A cracker handcuffed by a nigga is too graphic for young viewers.
What you think of that right
nigga
there?
got some big things in his head. They could just beat your ass with it or just blow your motherfucking brains out.
I mean, what you think about? What do you think about the outrage and the backlash supposedly that's coming from this shit right here? From that.
Looks like a comedy to me. Shit, what you
say
about?
What? It looked like it looked like a beautiful picture to me because that's what we go through. That's what we go through, and that's what they really afraid of. That people start really standing up for themselves, and people start doing something about the bullshit that's going on. Go ahead.
Look,
that's a. They say that's
white folks ain't stupid. They know what the fuck they do.
They say no. They say I heard one critic say this is what black people fantasize about. I heard a critic say that's what blacks fantasize about. No, I'm saying that's what niggas is thinking about doing to you motherfuckers if you keep it up.
That ain't what niggas fantasize about. Niggas fantasize about being fucked up somewhere with a goddamn heroin. With a heroin with a fucking fever. That's what the fucking niggas think about. Hey, niggas ain't think about blowing you crackers' brains out. But we done it already.
Yeah.
You dumb motherfuckers crackers
still don't get it.
We don't give a fuck about y'all because we know that once we leave this physical, y'all cease to exist.
And that's exactly, and bro, this is exactly why I was
we live
trying
forever, yo.
I was trying to figure out.
You're a fucking cave dweller. You cease to exist. You can't even stand in the sunlight. How the fuck is you don't even have a spirit or a soul. So what the fuck?
I was simply just
That's why y'all do all this demon shit.
Case.
Yeah,
I was
yes, sir.
simply trying to figure out where on God's green earth the controversy come from this film right here. Because this ain't nothing but this man articulating. Because this some shit that can really be fucking happening. But this is just this man articulating the scenarios that us and our community go through on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
They was pissed off when they seen Spike Lee directed. That was the first thing pissed off. Ah, Spike, here you go with this nigga shit again. Oh, what the fuck? There was Black Klansmen. Do the right thing. What the fuck, Spike? We give you money. Why? Why, Spike? Because we don't let you go in on the side interest no more at the guards. Spike, why? Why? You know, fucking crackers, yo.
But no, that brother, I applaud brothers for making movies like that. You get what I'm saying? And putting out biopics like that, because that's something that the world need to see. That's something the world needs to be exposed to.
They would never let me make a movie.
Huh?
I could never make a movie. Never.
Nigga, you barely can talk the shit that you talk on the podcast.
Well, no, I can't make a movie because there'd be no white folks in it.
That's unheard of. No, that's unheard of. I was about to say.
Listen, you don't get it. There'll be no white folks in it. Period. What I mean, they don't even exist. This will be, somebody caught the Moor and say, hey, don't go down there fucking with them. And beat his ass and they seal up the cave and that's it. And this is a myth. Somebody behind that rock.
This shit is wild, bro. This shit is motherfucking wild.
I love it,
I
though.
swear, I love that night. That's a movie that we all can appreciate. And whenever you got the time, make sure y'all go check that movie out. It's called American Skin. It's actually a powerful film, man. Like, it'll move you in certain ways, and it actually get you to thinking about certain things and our current place in society and how they view us and how they treat us and how we've been being done over the last 5 to 6 years. But yeah, what you were saying, my brother. Go ahead. Say what you were saying.
Yeah, you see how these white folks scan each other now again. Talk about 75% of the military voted for Trump. Them crackers out there scared to death.
Oh! I got another thing. I got another thing that's going to
this shit gets better and better, yo. I ain't stopped laughing in days, yo. This shit is funny.
I got something else that's going to amuse you, my brother. I was actually doing some of my research because, I do research throughout the day or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And I seen how you always be dragging Black Lives Matter. So I actually went and looked into what it is that they actually fucking do, which is absolutely nothing. But these motherfuckers collected $10 billion on behalf of black people. I want to know, what the fuck have they done with $10 billion?
Ask Susan Rosenberg, yo. Ask Susan Rosenberg.
Not 10 million, 10 billion. $10 billion they collected on behalf of black people, and they did shit for the community, but organized some fucking marches and protests and all this other shit.
They didn't organize marches. They organized the mayhem that whipped with the marches. That's what the fuck they organized. They organized the niggas put them bricks down on the side of the road when them other white folks go out there and start putting BLM and spray painting that bullshit all over the fucking place. And you see how when what's his name, Ron Artest? No, was it Ron Artest? It was what's that nigga? With the Newark nigga? Damn, I can't think of the name now. Smith. Who? What's the nigga name, man? J.R. Smith. Whoop that crack ass breaking his shit.
Oh, you talking about in California? I see that where he chased him down like he's
brother, broke his shit. He busted. You see what I'm saying? Crackers go out there. You supposed to be marching, protesting, and you out there tearing up civilian shit.
Exactly, but see, this is my thing. How do you collect money on behalf of black people, but you're not helping black people?
They've been doing it since we've been here.
No, I'm talking
These
about
white folks been collecting money
but
off
they're doing it. No,
since they started that plantation shit.
To me, it changes the case. To me, it changes the dynamic because you collected it under the banner of black people. It is Black Lives Matter. It's not White Lives Matter. It's not Blue Lives Matter. Go ahead. No, let me finish. And then you can say what you're going to say. I'm just talking about you collected $10 billion on behalf of black folks. Only thing you did was marches and protests. You ain't putting out $1 into the communities. You ain't put $1 into helping build rec centers and motherfucking re-renovate the amenities around black communities. No, the fuck they
not
did.
Around the black. Well, yeah, yes they did.
No, the fuck they did.
You know
where? Because I can't find it nowhere.
What suburb is around the black community around you that's white folks? I'll show you where. Where was a community center built in their neighborhoods? I'll show you where them white
That's their
motherfuckers.
neighborhood.
But
I'm
it's
talking
still
about
outside
our
of a black neighborhood.
neighborhood.
Well, it ain't for y'all niggas. I've been told y'all that money wasn't for y'all niggas. But now niggas want to cuss me out.
But see, niggas
I remember back in November, I said, yo, that money goes to some blue act, some libertarian group, all this shit. Nah, man, you lying. And now, months later, the niggas find out that all that money did not touch no niggas' hands.
Not a dime.
Left their hands, though.
Not a dime. But see, this is the thing.
Hey, don't listen to me, man. Don't listen to me, bro.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying. But see, this is the shit. This is why I say niggas fall for the okie doke. No one's held accountable for this shit. They done raised all this fucking money on behalf of your melanin, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? And ain't nobody questioning that. And niggas just subscribe to any fucking thing.
And niggas out there chanting that shit, getting them crackers paid. Dumbass niggas.
That's crazy. Now that I look into that, I want to look, and God bless the sister. I love her to death. And you know what I mean? I think she does mean good for our community. Tamika Mallory, my sign. Like, I would like to know, like, seriously, do you know that this amount of money was accumulated, and do you know where the fuck it went to? Because you can't sit here and justify to me that a couple marches and some protests was worth $10 billion fucking dollars on behalf of people who look like me. That's my main issue with it. Somebody need to show me something. That's the way I automatically get to thinking about the shit, and show shit niggas start thinking about this shit. If you subscribe to that movement and you figure out the amount of money that was put into that movement and you don't know where it went, you should be questioning yourself and why you following this shit. And then on top of that, start questioning yourself, start looking at the bigger picture. Who's behind this shit?
Niggas are down for symbolism. Anything that symbolizes something what they think is them, they run and lynch to it. Don't have no idea what they even talking about.
Man,
I can always say, follow the money. You follow everything. And I followed the money. And I was like, oh, these go to some Klansmen over here. Oh, no, why you got to say that? I said, I ain't say that. That's what it says right there. When you hit the donate button, you follow the money, it goes over there.
Right.
And that over there is that cracker sitting over there in that big-ass mansion. And he over there laughing, talking shit,
ain't
smoking
doing nothing.
good. All them little kids probably knowing these nasty ass motherfucking rich ass crackers. So what the fuck they do? Oh, Jeffrey Epstein ass motherfuckers and shit. Oh, you know your bitch Hillary been talking shit lately. That bitch don't crawl out her hole.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I still ain't found my 30,000 emails that bitch got that my tax money paid for. Yeah, crackers always forgetting the point. Let me go out there and snatch a pocketbook. Y'all got me in court 1, 2, 3. Here, this bitch embezzled billions of dollars. Emails, all this shit, servers, documents, all kind of shit floating around, and I can't get a fucking an inquiry what the fuck's going on, where our tax dollars are going to.
Right. That's just
also,
like
that little bitch that stole that laptop from that other old bitch.
Talking about she was selling it to Russia.
Hey, listen, I want to see what's in that damn laptop though too. We need to know what the fuck is in there now.
Yeah, for her to say, no, wait, I'm gonna let you go. For her to say that she was trying to sell it to Russia. It was something valuable in that laptop.
Fuck that bullshit. Bro. The bitch Nancy Pelosi said she don't know what the fuck anybody talking about. What laptop? Come on, Nancy, that's what I'm saying. First you say you on a laptop, you gonna sell to Russia, the FBI looking for you, but then the bitch that claim who laptop it in, talking about they ain't got no laptop missing. Come on, man. Which one is it?
Hey, man.
Did somebody snatch the pocketbook or do the bitch got a pocketbook?
Hey, man.
Which one?
Hey, man, listen. I'm about to tell you.
You gotta look at the games these crackers are playing, all the confusion. I know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of extortion going on. It's a lot of money.
It's corruption. It's corruption. Period.
Man,
it's corruption
popping right now,
at
yo.
the highest level. That's just like today. They're just like today.
Got some shit going on. But
wait.
This shit is better than all my children, yo. I'm telling you.
That's
this
just like
shit
today.
Right here
Case. That's just like today. Your boy Trump. He did a slew of pardons today. Some rappers was included in some of these pardons too.
Get out of here.
I swear to God. They say Kodak Black.
He free G-Dep.
Yeah, Kodak Black. Lil Wayne.
Black?
Yeah.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
What all G-Dep? Nigga, special delivery, nigga. Fuck them other niggas.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm talking about, corruption on the highest level. Mother, no, listen, report
you got it. The glamorous. What about the hilltop hustler steady B, nigga?
Let me finish.
What the fuck?
Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Listen, he did a slew of pardons today. Reports came out today that Trump was actually being paid. People were paying upwards from $50,000 to $1 million for these pardons.
Freedom ain't cheap.
For these pardons, though.
Hey, listen. So listen, he run a corporation. He's the president of the biggest corporation on the planet. Nigga ain't doing nothing for free.
Now you know
you
what?
Want to be free? How much? Put it on the wood and it's all good.
You know what?
That's how you supposed to do it.
You know what, though? And let's just prove your theory about what you always say, bro. He making Obama look like shit. Because he doing what the fuck he want to do. He ain't answering to nobody. They say the traditional way of going about getting people apart is going through the Department of Justice, and they say he just completely just skips them over and go ahead and get these parts out.
Call the ward, so let that motherfucker go. It's a check for you. You know what I'm saying? What's your route and address? And I got some paper for you and your peoples. You're doing a great job. Let that little Wayne motherfucker go, whatever. His Lollipop song. My son likes his music, whatever the fuck. Let me ask you this. And the Kodak Black, my son likes him. Let them niggas go. That's all that was about.
Let me ask you this. It get a little bit deeper than this too. Let me ask you this. Do you think that they asked for the amount of money that they actually would have made off the inmate throughout their tenure there? Because, they get paid a certain amount of dollars per inmate, right? You know that, right? Inmates are worth money to house them.
And like you said, fucking Trump got a check to get the motherfuckers out, right? Them niggas paid.
I dare say Trump got the check, but somebody got the check. Somebody over there getting that bag.
Don't think Trump ain't touching on that motherfucking action.
Yeah, somebody over there getting that bag.
His pen got to hit that motherfucking piece of paper. Oh, he feeling that action first. And he going to distribute among everybody else. Right now, he just cleaning out the rest of the safe. He like, fuck that. I'm cleaning all this shit out. You know what I'm saying? He took Air Force One down the floor the day before, so he said, I ain't got to ask this other motherfucker permission to fly this motherfucker. That's a bold-ass cracker.
Right.
That's a pimp. I ain't mad at that motherfucker.
Yeah, but we about to get off into the smoke break real quick. We 30 minutes off into this thing. I've been promising that I'm going to stay on schedule. And tonight we a little bit early coming on, you get what I'm saying? Because I wanted to try out these hours, you know what I mean, to see if we reach a little bit more people. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, when I come back, man, I want to talk about a Chicago rapper who made a freestyle naming 51 bodies his gang was responsible for, and now they investigate they dumb ass. But we going to get into that after the smoke break. You get what I'm saying, K's? You over there smoking good. People always asking, you know what I mean? What's the weed sponsors? What you smoking on over there today?
I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's good. Sure.
You say you don't know what it is, but it's good.
Man, I got like 3 or 4 jars over here. I got confused. What's what? I don't know. Shit, I'm smoking good. I don't know. Fuck.
Shit, I'm over here on this Bahama Mama over here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Bahama Mama got me feeling Bahama Mama right now like I need to go find me a Bahama Mama or go right in there and go say what's up with my wife. You know what I'm saying? But we about to get off into the smoke break. You know what I'm saying? Smoke break today is I've been Crypto Divine featuring Solomon Israel. We gonna play this. I told y'all I got a little rotation into y'all. Send me in some of y'all music, man. Send me in some of that hot shit. Send me in some of y'all videos, not the videos y'all shoot on the iPhone. Send me some professional shit. You get what I'm saying?
What I tell you about professional, man?
Well, send me some good quality shit. That's what I'm saying. Send me some quality shit. You like good weed, right? You like quality weed. Send me some quality projects. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? But send it to me. Like I said, DM me. All my people over on Facebook, all my people over on YouTube, and all my people on Twitch. You already know what it is. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. You get what I'm saying? And hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. This is a privately funded operation. We do not ask for donations, but they are welcome. You get what I'm saying? We are building over here. You get what I'm saying? So a little bit extra. You get what I'm saying? It'll be all right. You feel me? But yeah, I've been Crypto Divine featuring Solomon Israel, Smoke Break, GrownManishh, Luxury, my nigga K's. Holla at your motherfucking boy. We be right back, y'all.
I've been through some fucked up phases. I've been often agitated. I've been hella over anxious. I've been driving myself crazy. I've been breaking out some cages. I've been labeled highly dangerous. I've been out of syncopation, discombobulated. They don't know where I've been. Still don't know where I've been. Look, they never know where I've been. They still don't know where I've been. Look, they never know where I've been. Never know, they don't don't understand it. Trying to be patient in my mind, it's a state of panic. Success is in your reach, but you keep walking around empty-handed. Shit, I'm only human, yet I'm feeling like Bruce Banner. Unable to be the real me, incredible. I bottle my emotions, I be fiending to let them go. Plan to reach my dreams, got me looking off schedule. By overwhelming fears, I'm becoming susceptible. Smoking on medical, hoping that these doubts may leave me. Who am I kidding? Nothing comes easy except trouble, and that shit come around on the double. I'm balancing my wrongs and my rights, and I start to juggle. A subtle tug of war, and I'm learning to love the struggle. The battle of my heart and my mind is quite the tussle. Should I keep trying to strengthen my mind or flex the muscle? Too much missing from my life, I die to complete the puzzle. Rigorous experience, testing my mentality still. Evil surround me and it fire at will. Through it all, I can't retire my will. I still got time to fulfill and still sign, deliver on my bucket list. I know y'all are not convinced, I can never call it quits. Pinning all my documents, many imperfections in my craft, so I polish it. Do it for the love and the cash and acknowledgements. Ain't much in my wallet, so I grasp on my common sense. I'm skewed by naive means, I need things as proof. My views will ring true, my flesh clings to fruit produced by mean roots. Engulf and regroup, I'm lost in sweet youth. I've been through some fucked up phases. I've been often agitated. I've been hella over anxious. I've been driving myself crazy. I've been breaking out some cages. I've been labeled highly dangerous. I've been out of syncopation, discombobulated. They don't know where I've been. Still don't know where I've been. Look, they never know where I've been. They still don't know where I've been. Look, they never know where I've been.
Somewhere with my pen in my hand, erasing mental condition and making children of man. Relate to sinners and skeptics cause they can feel where I am. Embracing all the perfections, me pretending I'll be damned. I put hands on you first, understand I'm immersed in this damn rotten earth with my head about to burst because of the God in me and that false real nigga dichotomy. Know my lost potential to make it hard to be proud of me, but I done trust through trenches, I done dug some ditches, I done loved some bitches, I done burned some bridges, and I learned to build them. Listen, you can't do this on your own, I had to learn that on my own. I had to cut some people off, I had to put some people on. Swallow my little pride, I had to stitch up my own wounds. And now I swear to God, sometimes I feel I'm bulletproof. And even if I'm not afraid to die or lose. The failure is the fertilizer that I use as food. These niggas hear me rapping all the time and still need proof. Like my lyrics don't embody all of my fortitude, but solidified as the realest since I was like 22. Ever since then, I just been fighting the mirror about who is who. But I'm through the identity crisis, through with humility, trying to keep my identity silent. Through with the city that I came from, trying to kill me with vices. Been through hell and back. If they ever ask or mention where I've been, tell them I've been
through some fucked up phases. I've been often agitated. I've been hella over anxious. I've been driving myself crazy. I've been breaking out some cages. I've been labeled highly dangerous. I've been out of syncopation, discombobulated.
Yo, we back. Crypto Divine featuring Solomon, Israel, I've been. Make sure y'all go check him out over there on YouTube, Crypto Divine. That's the name of it, Crypto Divine. Go check him out over on YouTube, man. Hot young brothers coming up in the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's get back to the topic of discussion right now. You get what I'm saying? We gonna talk about this Chicago nigga. And they ain't got no name on him. I ain't get no name on this cat. You get what I'm saying? He made a freestyle naming 51 bodies his gang was responsible for, and in the end of the fucking freestyle said 51 ops. I hope I don't get indicted. Bro,
I mean, this just could have been a song, though.
No, they said the police is investigating it because some of the shit he was saying, it tied the murders. Motherfuckers is stupid. This is what I say.
Maybe he has some inside information. I don't mean he was the necessary shooter. I mean,
but either way it go, he told. He dropped,
a lot of rhymes
names,
are street tales.
He dropped names and everything.
A lot of rhymes are street tales. I mean, this ain't nothing new.
Yes, they are, and I ain't saying that no man should be indicted off his bars.
A lot of different artists did stuff like that.
But let me ask you this question, man: do you think niggas is the hip hop police? Like, I just don't get how these niggas sit and tell on themselves, bro. Like, it's clear as day. If I know niggas around me Got 51 bodies. Why the fuck would I rap about something like that? Like, that's not what's your reasoning for rapping behind that? Like, these niggas find joy out of shitting on the dead, out of shitting on motherfucker. Like, it's stupid, bro. Like, that's why I felt where you came from the other day, because I was actually proud of you that you said this shit. When you said, man, y'all niggas in Chicago need to get y'all shit the fuck together, stop doing that shit to each other, and get the fuck out of these white folks' way. Because you want me to tell you why niggas always ask, like, what's going on with the gun violence in Chicago? How the fuck do y'all think those weapons get there?
Well, Chicago's passed a gun law a few years ago where they got conceal and carry.
Yeah, they
but
do.
then you have states like the state of Indiana.
Yes, that's where they get them. That's where they get them from.
Of Chicago. You have Iowa, the state of Iowa, which is right under. You have bordering states. Wisconsin is north of the state of Illinois. I mean, and then the state of Illinois itself. I mean, you gotta remember, this is the Midwest, so this is not like it's on the East Coast where I'm at, where there's a lot of gun laws and this and that, real restrictive. Woo. You go more outside the metropolitan areas, the gun law is loose. I mean, you in the state of Ohio, and y'all talking about y'all got carry concealed, I think, in your state. I'm not sure, but y'all can carry y'all shit, whatever. Here, boy, you get caught with a burner in the car, boy.
You out of here.
New York City, you get caught in New York City with a burner, or you sitting down for a year, and then they gonna start counting how much bullets was in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you out of here. What they get?
Automatic.
How many years they give you per bullet? I heard. I think it was like a year
per
bullet.
Yeah, they can get like that. Get a year bullet.
But see, some of y'all laws is fucked up, dog. Like, y'all got some fucked up laws in New York, dog. I just don't understand it. But we gonna get back on this fucking knucklehead, dog.
Silly ass niggas don't vote for dumb ass white folks. That's all. To be suppressed even more.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Instead of niggas going in and doing the fuck they really need to do, but so damn scared of these damn white folks. Oh, they ain't gonna let me do it. You get on that motherfucker. You say, listen, putting this shit, Lord, kiss my ass and fight me in court with a fuck. But right now, this is the goddamn law of the goddamn land. You don't like it?
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
And this is the biggest misconception.
And you see your man Big Daddy Trump.
That
That's
people
what the fuck
get.
he was doing.
Listen. This is the biggest misconception. Like, I believe that people should, had a right to bear arms. I believe that. I really do. But this is my major thing. Guns don't kill people. People that's using a gun kill people. People kill people.
Mm-hmm.
The guns ain't killing motherfuckers. Like, do I believe, yes, some of these weapons get into the hands of the wrong people? Yes, they do. You get what I'm saying? But that stems from y'all not making it accessible to a certain group of people like it is to another group of people. You get what I'm saying? You remember I told you about them gun shows that I went to before? You get what I'm saying? And when I went there, it was only 3 black people at this fucking gun show, bro. It was in Niles, Ohio. I'd never forget it, man. Trump motherfuckers everywhere. You get the picture of what's going on there. But I just paid attention to how unaware that black folks was that it wasn't a gun show going on here. And then I think about Warren, the town that's right next to Niles, all black. Don't none of y'all niggas know about this gun show? But then I got to thinking even deeper. You cannot get into this gun show without showing your ID, and you cannot have a felon to come in. So,
there it is.
Most of them niggas got felonies, bro.
Another group of niggas ain't got no money.
Yep. See, it's a difference, but it's the accessibility thing. You get what I'm saying? And then I've heard stories about in Chicago how motherfuckers be finding crates of weapons.
Yeah.
Crates of guns and shit. They finding this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's something bigger going on there. But see, like you say, niggas have to learn how to get along with each other and stop committing crimes against each other. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what let me tell you niggas' worst problem.
What's that, my brother?
Niggas is petty.
Yep. Petty, how can I say it? Petty, envious,
Ain't shit.
Like, it's a lot of shit. And like, you know what? Like, niggas is lazy too, bro. I'm gonna be honest to you. It's a lot of niggas that's lazy as fuck out here. There's no mystery about that. You get what I'm saying? I'm guilty of being lazy sometimes. But I have a reason to be lazy because I bust my motherfucking ass. But niggas is lazy. Niggas don't want to take responsibility for their actions. And everybody want an easy way out. Everybody want to take shortcuts. Don't nobody want to work for anything nowadays. Like, it's just so, that's just like I was watching something earlier today, and that's going to lead into the next subject that I go into. You get what I'm saying? About how niggas do anything for money nowadays and shit, man. Like I was watching something earlier today, Doggy Diamonds. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. I don't know if niggas know who Doggy Diamonds is, but check him out sometime. You get what I'm saying? He was talking about, do you think the industry perform weird rituals in Hollywood? And I said, yeah, of course.
Oh, hell yeah.
Of course they do. And it was a guy on there. His name, he was a junior. What the fuck was his name?
Listen,
Scott LaRock Jr. You know who Scott LaRock is, right?
Yeah, that's DJ Scott LaRock's son. Yeah, right. I know exactly who he is.
Well, he was talking about how, you know what I mean? If you really think about it, it made a lot of fucking sense. How some dudes been in the game 20-some years and they actually happy about where they made it to because they actually work to where they got, to where the fuck they got. Now, the reason why they got a lot of these young boys underneath their thumb is because it goes back to this. Niggas will do anything for fucking money. He made an example. He say, man, you see artists just pop up overnight and shit. You get what I'm saying? He'd be the biggest thing for about a year, and then all of a sudden the tour money go away, everything go away. That's because he wanted to go back to being himself. But after you done went to being something else, you can't go back to being yourself. He said this nigga done probably sucked 100 dicks to get to where he going, and they got him on footage sucking 100 fucking dicks. So what the fuck are you gonna say? This is my thing about our people not wanting to work, not wanting to put in the effort to go get their own. They want somebody to hand them out something. That's just like with the information. People want UKs to hand them over the information of how you doing it instead of learning it them fucking selves. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, my strategy is, the next man's strategy ain't gonna be the same as my strategy because for one day I sit back and do the research I'm going the way that I know best for me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own situations. You know what I mean? So, I can only say, yo, go check this out and see what you think.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep. That's it, man. And see, but it goes back to this. You get what I'm saying? Like, we need to stop doing anything for fucking money. I'm talking about we got to stop selling drugs for money. At one point in time, you know what I mean? That was the wave. That was the only way.
For free?
No, I'm talking about man. If you want to be real, nigga, some of the coldest and biggest drug dealers on God's green earth, nigga, is the pharmaceutical companies.
Hell yeah, the U.S. government is
nigga,
the biggest drug dealer.
You would never get bigger than them, nigga, because they. When I say,
I know who's bigger than them.
Who is that?
China. All that fentanyl shit, all that bullshit, them pills they sending out here from out there.
Oh, you talking about that Fetty Wap?
Yeah, all that bullshit. Yeah, so big pharmaceutical got competition. You know what I mean?
Man, they giving them forever and a day and that shit. But see, bro, you know what, man? Back then, I had friends, that will turn to heroin addicts. They was friends, white friends, obviously, that turned to heroin addicts and shit, man. And they was telling me about the drugs that they was giving them to wing them off of the heroin, wasn't nothing but synthetic heroin. It was called Suboxone. Are you familiar with that?
I don't fuck with that shit. I'm familiar with weed, nigga. All that other shit.
Yeah, no, but this is what fucked me up, though, dog. How do you try to wing a heroin addict off heroin by giving him synthetic heroin? What sense does that fucking make?
No, you don't understand what's going on. It's like, why should we go through the process of getting these poppy seeds from Afghanistan, all these other countries? We can just make the shit ourselves. So we can get this motherfucker throwing our shit.
Yep.
That's all the fuck that is. That is capitalism at its finest. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Trump getting most of the U.S. military out of Iraq, and not Iraq, but out of the Afghanistan region, and the Taliban is going to take back over their country. So, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, we dead not things with the trade. That's all I was about, was the drug trade. That's all them niggas did. One thing was trying to secure that oil pipeline and having rights to that shit, but the main thing was get that work out of that country. That's why you see so much of that shit over here now. You know what I'm saying? And remember, Afghanistan is not bordered by any water. I think it's like 9 countries that border that country, and you have to go by land. There's no ocean or river that runs through Afghanistan. So, you know what I mean? You gotta, whatever comes out of that motherfucker is either by air or by land. And to get over here, it has to be by air.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, we got to think about this, man. That go back to the the Contras, that Rick Ross shit that was going on back in the day. Nigga, the American government been bringing the drugs into this country. I've been saying that niggas don't have boats, niggas don't have airplanes to bring that shit over here. Yep. They're bringing that shit over here.
But now they can make it in-house. They can cut everybody out. They cut the Colombians out. They gonna cut everybody out. Like, we get our niggas high, so we don't need none of you motherfuckers. Which them niggas is gonna get mad because, you know, they losing a big chunk.
And that's where, and you know what, man. I'm no conspiracy theorist, bro, but I think that's why they got the saying so hard that that heroin addiction is an illness. They tried to classify it as an illness.
Yeah, because
that was no. Yeah, and it was a reason for them to give them their drugs. Think about it. You're a heroin addict, right? Not you, but just like a heroin addict, right? You want to kick heroin. You go to the hospital. You tell them that you got a problem. All they do is admit you into their rehab facility, and they give them Suboxone to wean them off of it. They're introducing them to this drug. That's what I'm saying.
We y'all doing this new shit.
Yeah, we're introducing you to this drug pretty much. And when them folks get out, there's actually fucking doctors that write prescriptions for this Suboxone.
New shit.
So what do you think they're doing with the Suboxone? Like, girl, like, dude, I get you right. They sell the Suboxone to their other heroin junkie friends that want to try to wing themselves off of it. But see,
they got a new hustle. That's why.
Exactly. But see,
and then they can go get their regular shit back on that money. You know what I'm saying? Say, I'm gonna get you on this shit.
But think about this though.
That shit.
Think about
I used to get.
Think about this with niggas, the crack epidemic, right? Could you imagine them opening up a fucking hospital, bro, and had synthetic crack that they was giving to people? All they had to do was say they was sick. That never happened. You know what they did? We gonna lock y'all niggas up. That's around the time that they got the privatizing prisons and shit. You gotta understand something.
You niggas up.
As a matter of fact, let me do a little bit of knowledge on this shit and see how much an inmate is worth per year. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to Google this shit real quick. Hopefully it talks to y'all and say what it is. But I want to know exactly how much is an inmate worth per year.
Google, in the corporate prison or the state prison?
Is an inmate worth per year in a state prison?
Because now in a corporate prison, everything's going to change.
Okay, we're going to search that. An inmate, hold up. According to the Vera Institute of Justice, incarceration costs an average of more than $31,000 per inmate per year nationwide. In some states, it's as much as $60,000. So think about this, man. How much do the average person make per year working out here in the streets? Let's say between like this on average, bro. This is some crazy shit. 16,000 to 20,000. That's the average person making per year. That doesn't have a high school diploma. A person with a high school diploma, they making roughly about 25 to 30,000 a year. But they making this amount of money. These people are worth more incarcerated than they are on the streets, according to the government, and it's free labor. Wasn't that the biggest? That was the biggest. How can I say it? Okie doke that niggas ever fell for. They gave them free drugs, pretty much. They brought a whole bunch of drugs into the country. Y'all niggas can't get jobs. Y'all niggas can't do this. Y'all can't do that. But this is a way for y'all to make some fucking money. Niggas fall for that shit. Start making the money off of that shit. Then they start getting indicted. The feds come in. They swoop everybody up. They lock everybody up. They put these niggas in jail. New York came up with the RICO laws, right? Case.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I said New York came up with the RICO laws, right?
I mean, I'm not sure who came up with them.
Or let's put it to you like this: you know what continuing a criminal enterprise that law is, right? When they charge you with continuing a criminal enterprise, that means they can indict everybody that's around you. Everybody is held responsible for the same thing or whatever it is. The case it was, they was hitting niggas with a lot of that shit back in the day, and we talking about. I always say the niggas in the 80s, early to mid 90s made a lot of money, but they spent a lot of time in prison. The ones they had caught up around that time, they was giving them niggas football numbers, 12, 15 years. I'm talking about for little shit, for half ounces of dope. Like they treated that shit like crack was the worst thing ever for our community to ever fucking happen. Some people prospered off of it, but a lot of homes was broken. A lot of men was taken away from their families and shit. And my biggest issue that I have with, the pharmaceutical companies and these people talking about this shit was an illness when it come down to white folks, but when it was niggas, you get what I'm saying, man. We was, we was criminals. We didn't need help. You get what I'm saying? It was the complete opposite. And when I read and see shit like that, it just disgusts me, bro. It disgusts me to the third degree. But then I also have to think, niggas subscribe to the shit. Niggas fought to get those laws put in the fucking office. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's always been something. It's always been something. My bad. I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on down here at these damn puppies and shit, though. But yeah, man. Let's get back into this, though, bro. We get to talking about something else because I had something else I wanted to discuss and shit, too. We was going to talk about Pedro Alonso Nino. Now, anybody that was watching the show the other day know that we were talking about the Moors and how we was talking about the Moors. We was talking about how Africans and the Chinese people were actually selling backwards and forwards to America from China. You get what I'm saying? And we were trying to figure out the Moorish navigator that actually brought Christopher Columbus over to America, and my brother Kay's actually blessed me with the information for me to go look it up. And, his name was Pedro Alonso Nino. He was a Spanish explorer. He piloted the Santa Maria during Christopher Columbus' first voyage to the Americas in 1492, and accompanied him on his third voyage in 1498 to Trinidad. So that's who Pedro Alonso Nino is, and I'm going to pull up a picture to show y'all that this brother was a black man. Let me pull this up over here. This is who he was, Pedro Alonso Nino. He was the navigator. He was the Moorish navigator. This guy right here was the Moorish navigator that navigated Christopher Columbus to the Americas. You want to know why? Because he already knew it was here. Let me look at this. I'll click on this. He was a Moorish navigator, Pedro Alonso Nino. Now, you remember when we told y'all that Britain had through all, they said all y'all criminals got to get the fuck up out of our country. And who was the one that was paid? Because, like, once again, these are criminals. They've been locked up. They don't have sense of direction. These motherfuckers don't know how to sail a boat. So who they actually get? A Moorish navigator to help them. Look at this. This is a brother. This is a brother. Look at the hair. Look at the beard. This is a brother. Now, I want to go back into this perception that they didn't have that we were that this country was discovered by Christopher Columbus and shit, and they don't want to give, the indigenous people they credit that this was their land before anybody. They was not the first ones that actually found this land. They were the first people to come over here and settle this land and conquer this land. Let's put that in the history books. Let's make this factual. Go ahead.
And that brother was here before Columbus came here.
Ever thought about coming here?
Them other African nations that actually gave Spain back their land, you know what I'm saying, was already doing trade across the Atlantic.
Exactly.
And that's how Columbus found out. He overheard the conversation.
We talked about the Nile Valley trade.
Yeah, he already overheard the conversation. So the white man like, what these niggas talking about?
The King of Mali knew about the Americas back in the day. Everybody knew about the Americas. It was popping over here. That's what I'm saying. And then, like, you got to understand, the Americas isn't the traditional Americas as we see it today of 50 states. It was all one thing. It was Mexico, but all of that shit was like considered America back then.
Why anytime white folks end up somewhere they get all fucked up?
Yeah, that was the point that I was talking about. That's why I said they were the first ones to come over here and settle in this land and conquer this land.
come over here and fuck it all up.
Nobody else came over here trying to conquer this land. When the Egyptians came over here, they came over here to trade. They didn't come over like, oh, we just gonna take this land over and we gonna kill these people. When the motherfucking Chinese came over here, they came over to trade with this people. They came to see what they had, what cultural differences that they had. And let's not get it twisted. They all looked alike at this time. They all looked alike. They were people of the land, indigenous people of the land. The Chinese, the Egyptians, what did they call them? I forget the name of them. I ain't gonna butcher their names. I was talking about these different tribes the other day, but I do got them in my notes. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go back so I don't fucking butcher anybody's name.
Put it to you like this, B. Original man is a Jew, and I can prove it right now.
The Almic people?
No, I can prove it right now. Because
no, we all know the original man was a Jew, but go ahead.
Because if Moses was able to pass from one of the Pharaoh's grandson, well, one of those little white boy running around that motherfucking pyramid.
Right.
How the fuck is little blue-eyed devil gonna talk about how I'm your grandson? Who the fuck is this little devil? You know what I'm saying? So it just y'all people just so confused. Just want to confuse our people with your lies. When even in your own the book you try to rewrite, I put it to you like that. The book y'all try to rewrite, y'all motherfuckers so stupid that you forgot to even change that part. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but we gonna get Big Homie on the phone real quick. That's what we gonna do. We gonna go back to Pedro Alonso. We gonna get him in here. So let's shed some light on this with him. We got to see if he even pick up, though. Let's see what's going on. He may not, but if he do, he can come on in and join, though. But, yeah, man, this is what I be saying about, like, you know what I mean? They don't teach this shit in the history books. You know what I mean? They just leave it at one. They start at one particular point in time and where this country started, and they really don't give you the facts of the origin of this land, who was here, who had actually came to this land and found this land before these people say that they found the land, because the moment that they came over to this new land, they wanted to take it over. But the thing was, they didn't know how to survive off of the land. So these people showed them how to survive off of the land. And what they do, like, look at where we at now. That's all I got to say. Look at where we at now. These people were prospering for hundreds and hundreds of years. They didn't need all that shit coming over here, because then they have, by the time Christopher Columbus and them came over here, then they had the musket invented by then. Case. Shit. I think I lost Case, Joe. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Let me get my brothers back in here. Get him back in here real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. You just disconnected, bro.
Nigga, you hung up the phone, nigga. I watched you on the damn monitor like this, nigga.
I didn't
fucking cut off, but yes, you did, nigga.
No, I didn't.
I watched you do it.
I hit the
nigga. You hit the end call, nigga. I watched you, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
Start lying, nigga.
My bad. I'm a little hot up, but we was talking about this guy right here, Pedro Alonso Nino. Let me get back to him and pull him back up big on the screen so people can know exactly what we talking about. All my people that was tuned in yesterday that watched the episode Sunday when we did the episode, we were talking about how Christopher, we proved, we weren't talking, we showed y'all how Christopher Columbus wasn't the first.
Yep.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
What's happening?
How you feeling today?
Pretty good.
That's good, man. We're gonna talk about what we talked about in the comment section today, where I told you if you wanted to come on, we'll talk about that. But right now, we was just you remember when we were talking about the Moors and how they had a Moorish navigator come over here, Christopher Columbus. Kay's actually blessed me with the name of the brother, and I looked him up. His name is Pedro Alonso Nino, and I got a picture up on the live right now of this brother. Seeing with the curly hair, you got the jet black beard, just got all the features of a brother and shit. But he's a Moor, and we were doing Sunday night we did an episode where we were talking about, we were actually informing people on some of the first people who came over here, not settlers, but people who actually came over before Christopher Columbus. It was people in trade with the indigenous people of the land over here, South America, where you want to call it Mexico, the Dominican Republic, and all of that other stuff. The Chinese and the Egyptians were traveling backwards and forwards to the Americas 3,000 years prior to Christopher Columbus, according to the records. Now, here's where it get even crazier about the facts that I was pulling up yesterday. It was a documentary called Mummy Cocaine Mummies. You ever seen that?
No.
Cocaine mummies. Well, pretty much it was a scientist, an anthropologist, whatever they call them, that had actually was studying the mummies and the DNA in the dummy, taking hair samples from the DNA samples from the mummies, and they was finding cocaine in these hair samples. Now we all know in Egypt, cocaine wasn't growing in Egypt, right or wrong. There's no way cocaine could have grew in Egypt.
Correct.
So where does it explain where this cocaine came from? That's what the scientists got to wondering. Well, like, this is Egypt. The sand was black at that time. The way they described it, the kingdom of Kush. You get what I'm saying? And it was the kingdom of Kush. I don't want to mess up the names, so I'm gonna look at it again so I can give you the proper information on it. The kingdom of Kush and Nubia. Nubia means black land, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It was black sand, everything, black land. So cocaine did not grow there at all in this country. So the biggest question came into her was, where the fuck did this cocaine come from? Now, we talking about the Egyptians. This is way before Christopher Columbus' time, correct? Right or wrong?
Correct.
They also found Tabasco in the hair follicles of these mummies when they passed away. American Tabasco grew only on this continent. Grew only on this continent, my guy. This is back in the day. Grew only on the continent of South America, or, you know what I mean, all those Southern Caribbean islands. They had these. So what does that mean? They came over here and they were trading for the coca leaves. Trading coca leaves. These people had been made the journey across the Atlantic and came over to the Americas. They discovered it, but the thing was, this was the difference between Christopher Columbus and them. They came over to kick it and trade and have a good time. Christopher Columbus came over to conquer and destroy and take over. That was the difference. This is the American history that they don't teach people, and they feed people this bullshit about how these people was the first one to come over here and discover this continent. When, for one, it was a brother that showed y'all how to get here that already had been here. He was the one paid to get y'all here. And he was paid, obviously, to take them to Trinidad or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think people was, like, informed on a lot of this stuff. I got a picture up of this brother. Once again, he was a Moorish navigator. His name was Pedro Alonso Nino. I wanted to educate people on this brother and go down the history about what was going on and show people and actually give them facts about how people was already over here trading. What you say about the Chinaman case, you say he was already over. He already hit the coast of California.
Yeah, he was already over here.
You know what I'm saying? Trading. These were all...
the white man always late for the party. And talking that shit.
Exactly.
Correct.
They was all coming over here to check out the cultural differences, to trade their goods. Everybody was in harmony. It wasn't no bullshit. You may have bullshit every once and again when motherfuckers got out of line and shit. That's any and everywhere. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't no, like, oh, I'm about to come over here and take this shit over. It's mine. Like, we were talking about this, and I think I probably offended a lot of people when I said this shit the other day. I say, we're on God's green earth, have niggas went and it just took over and killed everybody. The biggest question is, who is the biggest terrorist on God's green earth right now? Tell me that. Tell me that, Barack.
The Edomites.
Huh?
The Edomites.
The Edomites,
Obviously,
a.k.a. who? A.k.a. who?
Edom.
They're the
White
ones. They're the ones that go around destroying shit. Think about if they would have never came over here fucking with these people. How you think about how smart we were then.
Well, check this out. Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But to just give you the history of this. I mean, if you want the history of this,
Yes,
It's in the
exactly,
Bible.
Dinos. They've been here.
It's in the Bible. Listen, check this out. The history of everything you're speaking on right now is in the Bible. It just happened. It's just one of those things, man. Edom was blessed with the sword, man. That's why he got the military might. That's why he got. When I say military might, I mean the weapons and all that kind of shit, man. They got shit right now that can wipe an entire continent off the face of the map.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is gonna blow each other
with
up.
the sword. The Edomites were blessed with the power of the sword. Today, the sword is the gun, the weapons. You see what I'm saying? This is in the Bible, man. So, yeah. I mean, it goes back, and then if you go right now, let's say all three of us start walking down the street. Let's say we go somewhere where it's a prestigious neighborhood, and we walking down the street, hoodies on, jogging pants.
Oh no, they petrified.
You know
they petrified.
They're petrified. But how are you gonna be petrified of us when there's no history of mass genocide
amongst us at all?
You can't give me one mass genocide.
Bro, think about this. Think about throughout history. Who went around fucking with people? Who went around taking over shit? Who did that?
But that's also how they established. That's also, like I said, all this stuff is in the Bible, man. It said in the Bible that the world, okay, the earth, was given unto the hands of the wicked. There is not a more wicked set of people than the Edomites.
Yeah, man, they the most wickedest people on this planet, man. And I hate to say it like that, because like I say, bro, I got white friends, man. I got white people that are friends, man, and they're genuinely good people, man. But I also understand this about a lot of like white folks, man. It's in their blood, man. It's in their blood at certain moments. At certain moments, it's not even.
They're cool with you. They will, for their own agenda, they will turn on your ass
and show their true colors and show
their true. Look, let me just
when it come down. Like no, prime example. When we seen go down in the Capitol. I mean, when them folks whiteness and privilege is being threatened the way it's been threatening.
Look what they did
because of niggas. Look at what they doing. I was talking to Kays about this, man. What's the worst enemy to go to war with? One that's willing to die for something he believe in.
Man, they went into the Capitol, man.
Hey, Kays, you wanted them all to die. Them motherfuckers was willing to die that day.
Now, wait a minute.
To prove they patriotism.
Because everybody probably, the people that's listening to this, especially the ones that's Edomites, the Edomites are so-called white people, they probably having a motherfucking conniption over what's being said right now. But I want y'all to do one thing. Imagine that day. Relive that day at what they did to the Capitol. Now take that same image that you got in your head. Now turn every single person there into so-called black people. What's the outcome now?
A bunch of dead niggas on the steps, blood
every
fucking where.
Blood
everywhere. Them motherfuckers had a fucking stage out there with a noose.
Yes.
They had a stage out there with a noose. Killer, you back?
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
You said it was beautiful?
It was beautiful.
No, we just talking about, you remember what I told you the other day? What's the worst type of enemy to go to war with? A motherfucker that's willing to die for something that he believe in. And that day, Kays, you almost got what you was looking for, because them motherfuckers was willing to die for that shit. For their patriotism and what they believe in, they was willing to die for that shit.
No, what they did is they showed a position of strength.
Yes.
Okay? They wanted to let people know, motherfucker, we here and we still in power despite what y'all got on y'all goddamn brain.
Well, you know what, though? Man? To all my Moorish brothers. This man right here is the reason this country is fucked up right now.
Who?
This man that's on the screen that navigated them motherfucking hunkies over here.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Blame it on that man right here. Listen, let me tell you something, man. In a lot of ways, this motherfucker is the second coming of Judas. And a lot of y'all gonna be mad about that shit. Oh, he was a great guy. He was this explorer. But why would you bring a country of all the criminals out of a country to a peaceful land like this and expect it to go right? You knew their nature. You said how long did them voyages take? Hundreds of days, sometimes a year to sail across to come over here?
No, it ain't take that long.
Well,
because they
I'm
knew
just talking about they
knew what they were coming for.
No,
they knew
what it was.
They knew what was gonna happen. That's how they took. Why you think they took over so easy?
Who you say knew it was gonna happen? The Moors?
Man, all the motherfuckers was in on it.
I don't know if the Moors was because they was already here
all
though.
The motherfuckers
they was already here. You got to think
in
about
on it.
But see, Barack, you got to think about this though. These dudes or this particular group of people, or just say people from all over, already knew about this land, bro. They was coming over here to kick it and trade. It was
let me ask
here.
you a question.
Like I say, this is the only spot you come here, you get cocaine. You got these pretty ass Indian indigenous ass bitches running around and shit.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
You think you can ride with a motherfucker for 2 months and not know
they true nature?
Motherfucker's characteristics?
No, they true nature. That's what I said. They knew what their nature was riding with them on the way over here.
Of course.
They knew about that already. But see, in his mind, he was thinking like, oh, these motherfuckers ain't even going to survive through the winter when they get here.
No, he wasn't. That motherfucker was thinking like, this ain't my fucking problem.
No, that was
they don't kill me.
No, that was fucked up. But see, my thing is you bought these people to a peaceful set of people. That's what you bought them to. And they came over here and annihilated them and took over. Like, and then the whole thing, like, you ever heard about the winter that they had, that the settlers had when they first came over here and they all was dying and they couldn't figure out why they was dying. They was dying of like smallpox, syphilis, you get what I'm saying, pneumonia and shit like that. And the Indians, the indigenous people of the land, actually showed them how to survive. That's where Thanksgiving come from. They showed them how to survive.
Where they fucked they shit up. And motherfuckers celebrated every year with a turkey on their goddamn table.
Yeah, because they showed them how to survive. They survived, and they massacred them. And said, this ain't y'all land, it's ours. And started doing all types of shit. And then what was so bad is, this is why I say, man, these motherfuckers is just the most wickedest, cruelest people, right? They found all like these cotton and tobacco plantations and all this other shit. Instead of them motherfuckers going out themselves and working, or at least hiring people to come work the fields, they like, nah, fuck this shit. We about to enslave these niggas and the people of the land. We gonna make them slaves, and it's gonna be free labor. Capitalism at its finest.
Yeah. And every motherfucking body who's ever been under slavery or under any type of Holocaust, all that, all them motherfuckers got some sort of reparation. We are the only motherfuckers, the people who built this bitch.
Yep.
That ain't get shit.
Ain't get shit. Did you know that I knew after...
And then they complain when we say something about it.
After Pearl Harbor, and I believe that was World War II, after we went to war with the Japs and shit, do you know that they rounded up all of the Japanese Americans in the country and put them in concentration camps? And then after the war was over, they let them out. And they all gave them, this was back in the day, so we thinking, they said they all got, each family got $35,000 reparations. Now think about how much $35,000 was in the 50s and the 60s.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like niggas is the only ones. And then when they actually was talking about reparations, you had motherfuckers like this bitch ass motherfucker Vlad TV who gonna say, I think reparations should come in the form of free education. First of all, let's get to the nitty gritty of that. Education, school and college is the biggest scam on God's green earth. It's the only thing that I know that you gotta apply to get. You go in debt and come out in even more debt. Let's not get it twisted when it come down to that. And then on top of that, you're not guaranteed to get a job in the field that you're going to college for. You get what I'm saying? And for you to tell me that you talking about respiration. Now, this is a fucking Jew that's sitting here saying this to a nigga. Go say something. It should come in the form of an education. Motherfucker, fuck
Check
you.
this out.
Listen, wait. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. I'm going to get to you. And then I'm going to get to you. Fuck you, motherfucker. You want me to tell you why? Because we built this country.
You.
We built this country. Literally, this country was built off our sweat, our blood, our tears, everything. Motherfuckers was fighting in the war for freedom that they knew they was never going to have. What does that tell you about niggas? You get what I'm saying? And then they
couldn't
leave
even eat in the restaurant. Couldn't
listen,
go and use your water fountains, but we can fight in your war.
And the biggest disgrace and shame of this fucking country was giving the slave owners back their fucking land back in the day. And do you know some of that land is still in the name of their kids?
Yeah.
This is what we
Just
talking
like
about.
the oil companies, cotton industries.
Yes.
All that shit.
All
still in those names.
White folks,
land.
Bro. White folks that niggas built, that niggas worked the land on. You get what I'm saying? This is land that was stolen, first of all. It was taken, stolen.
Yep.
From people that wasn't doing all this bullshit. Indians wasn't fracking to get oil.
Yep.
You get what they wasn't fucking up the water. They weren't polluting the air with gases and shit like that. These people learned how to survive off of the land.
Because that's all you need.
That's it.
You don't look. Check this out. Doctors, this is another thing. Doctors don't cure shit. They put a Band-Aid on a fucking infection.
Well, they make more to treat it than cure it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I said the pharmaceutical companies are some of the coldest drug dealers I know.
You know, they put a fucking Band-Aid on an infection.
Yep.
For instance, you get a headache, okay? Don't be fooled by them telling you take an aspirin. The aspirin only blocks out the signal that's telling you that you have a head. When you got a headache, it's your body telling you something. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You need to listen to your body when your body is trying to tell your ass something. But we, as you know, trust in the pharmaceutical companies and doctors and shit like that. Look up the definition of doctor, etymology of doctor.
I'll go ahead and inform them on it because I got some other stuff up here I'm gonna get into in a minute.
Just like you fix, okay, it's like if I say, you know what, I can't fix this right here, but I could doctor it up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, put a patch on it, a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah,
because that's what I was telling. I was telling somebody when I went to the hospital, I had fucked my finger up real bad, and I was like in pain and shit. And they tried to give me some pain pills for the shit, and I pretty much told them, I'm like, man, this shit is just something to numb this shit up to where I don't even feel it. You get what I'm saying? But when the pain come back, it's gonna be 10 times worse. So pretty much you just patching my shit up.
You're doctoring it up. See, back in the day, the indigenous people of this land used to be called healers.
Yes, you're correct about that.
Not doctors.
Yep. And that's why, don't you think that's part of the reason why the Egyptians and the Chinese was coming over here to trade with them a lot?
Well, they had different things that they needed, and so did they.
Like here, like the aloe vera plant. You know what I mean? It was peaches, apples, and stuff that grew over in this land that's not growing over in Egypt. You get what I'm saying?
So they wanted over there, and they brought shit over here in exchange for that.
Yep. And
you see what I'm saying?
And you know what was crazy? Like looking throughout like some of the artifacts and shit. Like Hayes was talking about some of the pyramids that's down in like Mexico and stuff like that. And there's pyramids that's actually here in America. And you know they found, I think this was in Illinois somewhere, they found skulls and they found bodies. And these bodies was up to 9 feet to 10 feet tall. Big skulls on them. You get what I'm saying?
Those was our people.
Now listen, this was what happened. Back in the day, they had another scientist that came in and did something. This was a brother. You get what I'm saying? And he said these are Negro heads. Other scientists come in and said this is Negro heads, but once the white folks got a hold to it, they said, no, this is not Negro heads. This is just some attire or like accessories that they put
like
on his body to
Vikings
make
or
it
shit like that.
Accessories.
They tried to make it seem like it was Vikings,
like no,
but it
Panthers. But it was actually human beings. It was just they don't understand the origins of our people. Like we were tall, we were big, we lived longer than what we live now.
Again, this goes into the Bible. It tells you this stuff in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that these stories are told into the Bible. You see what I'm saying? With
I don't disagree. You know, I know.
When angels would come down and mate with humans, it was forbidden, but it was being done. In return, they would get what you would call today demigods.
Yeah.
Who were giants. You see what I'm saying? That's where you get. Where do you think they get these mythological or where do you think Greek mythology comes from?
But let me tell you this. I had to tell Cage yesterday, you got to get the Mormons they props a little bit, because some of their writings they suggest that there was a Hebrew presence in this land.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, look, check this out, man.
Some of them left and came to the Americas. He said it was a Hebrew presence. They say it's a Hebrew presence. So
it was okay. Look, our people.
They also point out an Egyptian link because some of the culture was prevalent.
The first people, okay, on this planet. We were the first people on this planet.
Right.
Every type of person that you see on this planet come from us.
Yeah, we all know that.
The Asian was made.
The Asian was made from us. The Arabic was made from us.
Like, yes.
We are. They all come from melanin.
Asians were made out of incest.
They all come from melanin.
A lot of people don't understand that Asians were made out of incest. You guys look up the history on that. Don't take my word for it. I ain't even gonna get into that. I'm gonna just tell you that look it up. How Asian Americans, how Asians came about. You know what I'm saying?
I had read something on it. I read something about it.
They come through incest, but
I heard it was like I heard it was like Indian and African descent or something like that. It was something like that.
If you put two black people, jet black ass people together, and they make a baby, they can create a pure white baby.
Who?
A blonde hair, blue eyed baby.
Who? Two black people?
Two black ass people.
Yeah, they call them albinos. That's what they call them, albino.
They can produce a pure white baby. Two pure Caucasian people cannot create a dark skinned baby.
Not at all.
Period.
Not at all. And if and some of you Caucasian men, if your baby do come out a little bit dark, it's not yours, my brother. You ain't the paw. You ain't the paw. You know what I'm saying? See a little bit of melanin in that baby, and you know your blue-eyed, blonde hair ass ain't the paw. Guy, get out of here. Because you absolutely right. I've never seen a dark Caucasian child that has two Caucasian parents ever on God's green earth.
No,
but
you
two,
won't,
I didn't see two.
They can't do that.
I didn't see two black motherfuckers make a light skinned nigga. I didn't see all types of crazy shit when it come down to our folks, but it just go to show you how strong our DNA and how strong our genes is. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like I think about a lot of stuff. Like you ever seen a great granddaughter look exactly like the great grandmother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see shit like that. Or what I mean? My daughter, she looked exactly like me. That's wild as fuck, though. I just think about how strong our genes is and our DNA is and how it's been through our history and the type of shit that we can create. You get what I'm saying? That's why, like, these savage, I can't stand these motherfuckers. That's why you think they used to have that shit. They used to have mating sessions with slaves where they would take the woman with the biggest hips and they'd take the biggest strong guy and they would have them make kids together and sell the babies off and shit like puppies and shit. That's how demonic these motherfuckers is. But
they used to rape the men.
Yeah, wild shit. Take their manhood away from them. Shit that's in their nature,
bro. Call it buck. Was it buck breaking? They used to rape the damn men. They used to use our babies as alligator bait.
Yeah, Kaze was talking about that a couple times.
Just wild shit, man. These motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers put a number on us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they did, man. But we gonna get a little bit past that, man. We about to get into some other informative shit. You get what I'm saying? I hope y'all go do y'all research up on that. Again, his name is Pedro Alonso Nino. Go check him out. And make sure y'all go check out the whole origins of like some of the first people to actually discover America before Christopher Columbus, and quit feeding into that bullshit ass history that they force feed y'all, and teach y'all kids the truth once y'all learn the truth. But yeah, man, we about to get into what I had reached out about over on Facebook the other day. You get what I'm saying about black-owned businesses, man. I want to have a little brief, you get what I'm saying, compressed conversation about your brand or your business, the perks of being a business owner, and some of the challenges that you face, and how we can get our community to support more local black businesses. I want to talk about that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like I told Case the other day, you know, Case say niggas don't give a fuck about shit. But you know what? I think niggas do give a fuck about shit. I just think, me personally, it's the way we're marketing ourselves. You get what I'm saying? What other brand do you know is like some buddy type shit? When niggas do shit, it's some buddy type shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking to you, Barack.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. You know, people are so stereotypical when it comes to black-owned businesses.
Yes, very.
And they have I can't lie and say that a lot of these people's arguments are valid.
Yeah, because of the terrible service that we provide. Again, coming from being lazy. But my question is, as a business owner or as a potential business owner, how do you change that trend? How do you brand yourself a little bit more differently? Like, okay, I'm going to have my employees with a little bit more of a courteous approach. I'm not going to use the word professional, Case. I'm going to say a little bit more courteous approach, a little bit more, how can I say it? You give them a little bit more rapid, on-time service. But go ahead.
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, if you're going to try to fix a problem like that, right, you have to, for instance, like I'm in the lawn care business, okay? Plus I do some brokering on the side, okay? So, I mean, when you're dealing with people, these are the people who pay your bills, okay? And if you see something that's, okay, let's just say this. You're not going to go work for AT&T or since I'm in the lawn care business, you're not going to go work for True Green, and when somebody calls you or when somebody places an order and they may have an attitude, you're not going to go and match that person's attitude over the phone working for True Green, so you're not going to do it at my place of business. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's the way. But see, that's exactly why I say, when it comes down to any other type of business, there's no buddy shit. I feel like when it's black people, like we feel like, oh, we got to keep it real and we got to be a certain way. We want to be ourselves. But in a certain degree, I want you to be yourself, but I want you to be yourself in a presentable way.
Well, your team is only as strong as its leader.
And you're absolutely correct. Now that goes to this next question.
They must have a reason to think, and this is just my opinion because of what I've seen in my experience. For instance, when the time I went to B&M's barbecue, and
we talked about that last time, about how they gave you that old ass wings or something like that.
And the manager was even snappy, and it was like, this is why your employees, this is why the employees think that it's okay for this to happen, because the manager is the same exact way. So when you got somebody in a position of power that's making this okay, then they're gonna do exactly what they're being taught or what they're allowed to do.
Right, and that's part of the reason why, I hate to say it, a lot of black-owned businesses failed. I want to read something to y'all from the United States Census Bureau about annual business survey release provides data on minority and women-owned businesses. Now think about this. This was May 19th, 2020. The U.S. Census Bureau today released a new estimate showing 1.1 million employer firms were owned by women and 1 million by minorities. According to the 2018 annual business survey, ABS, covering the year of 2017, 5.6% $320,000 of all U.S. businesses were Hispanic owned, and 6.1%, 351,000, were owned by veterans. Additional statistics released include, in 2017, the sector with the most women-owned businesses, 16.9%, 192,000, were in the healthcare and social assistance industry, followed by professional, scientific, and technical services, 16.4%, 185,000, and 11.7%, 132,000, in the retail trade industry. The top sectors for Hispanic-owned firms were construction, with 15.6%, 50,000 of all firms, followed by accommodation and food services, 13%, 41,000. And professional, scientific, and technical services, 10.6%, 34,000. Hispanic firms in these top three industries employed approximately 1.2 million workers, had receipts totaling approximately $130 billion, and an annual payroll of approximately $35 million. But go ahead, say what you was gonna say, because I'm getting to the black. I'm getting to the black because they the last ones. But go ahead.
So no, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish that. Then
okay, Black or African Americans owned 124,000 firms in 2017, with 32%, 39,000 of these firms in the healthcare and social service industries.
Oh my goodness!
Pay attention to those industries.
Oh my goodness!
Do you see how they limit niggas? Now, did you pay attention to all those other industries? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Did you pay attention to all those other industries, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, those were in the minority group categorized. It's pathetic.
Oh my goodness, man!
Like really pathetic.
No, like I said, modern day slaves.
And I think it's just a mentality, bro. That's why I say, man, what could we do to actually change that statistic? You get what I'm saying?
I want y'all to take the Hispanics, for instance. Now, I know this because I know a bunch of Hispanics. Okay,
right.
So I got friends, right? Or back in the day, I had friends that family just got here, pretty much, and every single one of these motherfuckers lived in the same house together. The great grandmother, the grandmother, the mother, the daughters, the sons, the uncles, the cousins. A bunch of them lived in one house, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what they do is that they're not trying in the beginning. They're not trying to get rich right then. You see what I'm saying? What they doing is they all getting minimum wage jobs, and with those minimum wage jobs, they going with those minimum wage jobs, they all is 10. Let's say 10 people got minimum wage jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They all making money. They take their money and they put it towards something. They're saving for something. They pay the bills together. You know what I'm saying? They split everything down the middle. When they eat dinner, they eat dinner together, and then next thing you know, they do this. Now, this is not just a practice for them that the Hispanics do. The Arabs do it, and the not just the Arabs do it, but the Chinese do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get up enough money to get a business started, their business started, that person owns his business.
Right.
Everybody else is still working. Now they're working. Some of them even are now working for the person that opened the business in the beginning.
Yep. They keep it all in the family. They keep it amongst their people.
In the family. Now go to any Mexican or restaurant, Puerto Rican, wherever you want, and I guarantee you. Now you might, and I'm not saying that all of them are, but I'm telling you, if it's not an established place, I guarantee you most of the people that's working for them are all family. And
Exactly.
then after they get their people straight, they'll start letting other people come in and get jobs and stuff like that as well, because those people are now in the upper echelon of things.
Yes. And see,
they're not greedy towards each other.
And see, that's the thing. You know what I mean? As a black business owner, this is one of the biggest challenges that a black business owner face, and that is associating with his own people. That is the biggest challenge that I do not understand. The biggest challenge that a business owner have is dealing with his own people.
Yes, it is. Because they think they supposed to get discounts. Oh, you my nigga. No, you like that, man. Damn, it's me. This, that, and the.
Yes.
They want discounts. They want free shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to do shit like, I ain't going to say no names, but somebody I know asked me, could they do their lawn? Could I do their lawn? Or could they have my guys to come out and do their lawn? I said, yeah. I said, I come out there. I'll give you an estimate. So
they don't want to hear that.
He said, well, this is what True Green charged me. I said, okay. Well, I'll come out there and I'll look at it and I'll tell you what I'll charge you. So I went out there. I looked at it. And I went personally. I went out there, looked at it and everything. I said, okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I did show him some love. But when I gave him the price, he said, well, you only $10 a treatment less than what True Green offered. I said, so True Green, they offered you $50 each treatment, right? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I'm going to do it for $40. Okay. Oh, man, I thought you was my nigga, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah.
Like, hold on, wait, no, see, and that's the thing. It's business. This is my thing, right? You would go to True Green all day long and spend that $60, but I'm supposed to do it for $20?
Exactly. Just because it's me.
Like, no, this is the biggest thing. Like, I told you, it's too much. Like, buddy. Like, people expect somebody that look like, especially black folk, we expect somebody to look like us to look out for them when we walk into their establishment. We expect extra care when we come in. Like, no, you should come in expecting the same care that you're going to get at any of these other restaurants. And that's vice versa. The service should be the same. Or if you go into like a shoe place, a car place, like the service should be the same as your counterpart. And this is what black businesses do not understand, and they fail to realize that. They really do fail to realize that. You got to live up to the standard. You got to keep a certain standard when you're a business owner. Because another challenge that a business owner face, and I don't think the employees understand that, they responsible for the employees. They're a reflection of the business owner.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So if he not operating in a certain fashion, you get what I'm saying? His employees is not following in line. And that's why you have some of these businesses that you walk into that's black owned, where you get shitty service, people not courteous, people got attitudes, people expecting people to do this or be this way. Like, no, I shouldn't have to deal with that when I'm coming to be served by you. You are a business. You are serving me. I am a customer. The customer is always right. Always been right.
Yep.
And it should be no debate about that. Now, you do have customers that's wrong, that you should put in your place, but you should put them in a place accordingly. You get what I'm saying? But again, one of the biggest challenges that a black business owner face is dealing with his own people, dealing with people who don't want to be on time, dealing with people that just want to be lazy, dealing with people that don't want to learn. Like you say, Case, these motherfuckers don't even want to read.
Niggas ain't shit, man.
They don't even want motherfucking read.
It is not people, listen, business owners and potential business owners. Let me tell y'all something. It's okay to say no. It's okay to turn money down when it's not feasible for you. The situation is not feasible for you.
Right.
It's okay that if one of your employees does something wrong, you have to
discipline
rectify
them.
that problem.
You have to discipline them
right
accordingly.
then and there.
You have to discipline them accordingly.
Don't be sitting up on smoke breaks with them. Don't, and this goes for managers too. Managers, supervisors, don't go on smoke breaks with them.
Yeah.
Don't take lunch with them, because what these people do is they build a relationship with you, and then you build a relationship with them, and now y'all have this relationship, and they think they can get away with more
because
than what they're
because
supposed
because they're actually mingling with somebody that's in a position of power. So if it gives them some type of sense of like small power that they got to get away with certain things that the normal Joe ain't gonna get away with, and it shouldn't have to work like that. That's that buddy system, nepotism at its finest. What people don't understand, that's black business. That's how black business operates. We got to stop operating like that. We got to start keeping ourselves to a certain standard to where I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to use the word professional, but when you come to my joint, you're going to have good, quick, and courteous service. My people are here to service you. That's what any type of, like, what I tell people this: if you in the auto mechanic industry, you're servicing somebody. If you're in the food industry, you're servicing somebody. If you're in the clothing industry, you're servicing somebody. And you know what?
Everything
when
is
you're servicing somebody, there's a certain level of courtesy and respect that comes along with servicing someone that's spending their money with you. You have to understand that. And it shouldn't matter where that business at for that business to operate like that. If it's down by the corner store and that's a business, it should operate the same exact way that I just explained. But see, us, we don't want to look at it operating in a professional manner. We want to look at it like, oh shit, this is my nigga spot. I can stand outside, I can chill, I can kick it, I can smoke blunts out here, I can hit my lick in the back, I can do all this other extra shit. Like, no. You shouldn't even want to do that at your man's establishment, because you want to know why? I don't think people understand the empowerment that a black business owner has in this community.
Amen.
I don't think, like, he's a blessing. He is a blessing. This is not somebody that you should rob. This is somebody you should want to get close to and have a talk to. You get what I'm saying? This is somebody you should be inspired from, especially if you come from where you come from. You get what I'm saying? You should support him more than you would support these Arabs down at the corner store. You get what I'm saying? I made an example the other day. I was talking to a brother. You get what I'm saying? And me and him had a conversation about, he was like, brother, he's like, if I opened up a retail store, it was just as big as Walmart. It had everything that Walmart was in it, and it was like 2 blocks down from Walmart. He said, which store do you think everybody gonna stop at first? He said, if they knew it was black owned, which one do you think they gonna stop at first?
That's why I'm gonna call my store Whitey.
You hear me? You hear me, Barack? Which store was they gonna stop at?
Say it again.
I had a discussion with a brother the other day. Smart brother, man. And he asked me this simple question. He was like, Meech, he was like, if I had a retail store, it was just as big as Walmart. It had everything that Walmart had in it. And I had it 2 blocks down. I had it 2 blocks down from Walmart. He like, and everybody had to ride past my store to go to Walmart. He like, where you think they going?
They'll go to Walmart.
Exactly. He said if they knew it was black owned, where do you think they're going to go?
They still going to Walmart.
Exactly. Even though this brother got the same shit Walmart got. Same prices, same everything. Y'all going to go to Walmart and store instead of going to mess with the brother. And it's be his own people that got this mentality. It's just like this, who's that came out with shoes? I wouldn't have worn them. You get what I'm saying? But let's make a prime example. Shaq, Stephon Marbury, in my mistaken case, didn't he have his shoes come out free at one point in time?
They weren't free, but
it was like $5 or $10.
You can get a whole goddamn outfit for under $100.
Like $5 or $10 for shoes for them Starberries.
Yeah, there was some good made. Yeah, there's like $15, $20. There was some good made sneakers too.
But listen though, niggas gonna shit on that and go fuck with Jordan. Yep. Niggas gonna shit on that and go fuck with LeBron's. You get what I'm saying? Now let me break it down to you. I fall victim to this. I wear Jordans. I don't wear LeBron's. But I wear Jordans. I wear other type of sneakers and shit like that. But you
The
get what I'm
niggas buy
saying?
shit for status, yo.
They buy it for the name.
The status,
the
because
name,
if
the
Jordans
status.
if Jordans cost the same price them stuff on Marbury's, niggas would not be going to get them.
Exactly. The same. If Jordan was in Payless, would you still buy it?
Yeah, they would.
You think
No,
they
they
would buy
wouldn't.
Jordan if it was still in Payless?
No,
they
they
would not
wouldn't.
buy it,
It's
bro.
not
If it was in
a status.
Payless.
I'm being sarcastic.
If it wasn't in Payless, if it was in Payless, they would not buy it, bro. You get what I'm
Somebody
saying?
was like,
Of course they
think
would,
about
because they buy it because they buying it because they just love the fact that they're getting them cheaper.
it's a name. They think it gives them
Right,
them more
exactly.
looks when they have that. And I always say
my
the clothes
goodness.
don't make you player, you make the clothes. Remember that.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
That's why females can wear. You can get a female that's got on
Gone all rainbow,
$10
all
outfit,
rainbow, Walmart
a
outfit.
$10 outfit, and niggas will break their neck to get with her.
Right.
You know what I'm
$10
saying?
fucking dollars. This bitch ain't spent over $20 for this outfit. I'm talking about shoes, everything.
Got all kind of junk in that trunk.
Man,
Yup.
that's all that matter. But think about what niggas
Right.
go through to make themselves look good. I see niggas nowadays, niggas wear their pants tight as fuck with these tight ass shirts, and they want to all show their belt now. Like when,
Yup.
like when did that like become a thing to show your belt? Like,
If
we
your
be worried
pants
about
tighter
the
than
wrong
your
shit.
woman's pants, nigga, it's something wrong with you.
But no, see, and then I think about this also, man. We gonna keep it on the subject of black business. We not gonna venture off onto all this other shit. Like
Gotcha.
he was talking about that retail store, and I'm gonna get into some other factors since we're talking about clothes. Back in the 90s, mid 90s, and early 2000s, it was a lot of black owned fashion. I'm talking about Carl Kanai, Sean John, Fat Farm. Who else did we have? Y'all can keep going if you want to. What was that? Eddie.
Yo, it's more than name, but they ain't manufacturing nothing, man. They got a Jew behind the scenes running the real money.
Oh, you think that was what was going on?
Ain't no think. I know. I've seen the garbage.
But this is the thing about my people and how they get shit popping. Niggas was buying that shit because of the niggas who was wearing it and advertising it.
And the Jew putting a high price on that shit.
Exactly.
Look how these niggas
Cool.
now is spending $700 on a pair of fucking jeans.
Yeah,
They got
That's
the
why they give
same
it-
exact
that's why they give it to
zipper
niggas.
my Levi's have.
But don't you
The
think it was the
same
greatest?
exact zipper.
But don't you think it was the greatest trick that they ever had, bro? The greatest
Yeah.
trick that they ever did. They like, okay, we know how to. We gonna make money off you niggas. We see everybody follow y'all. Y'all real influential. I'm gonna put you in this. I'm gonna put
That's
you.
why
on
they
the
pay 'em so
I'm gonna
much.
put you on the camera. And after you get on the camera, everybody see you in this. Everybody gonna go crazy over this shit. But here's the
I'ma
deal,
give you
though.
this one
Here's
time
the no, wait,
$20,000 for you to do.
Here's the deal, though. I am going to sell it to your people that can't even afford the shit, and they gonna break their necks to get it. Think
Yeah.
about that.
Same
Think
as
about
Jordan,
that.
who invest in prisons that lock us up.
Exactly. He's one of the biggest investors in privatized prisons. That is a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
But we go out and break our necks to get the new ones. Well, not we, because I don't wear Jordans. I don't support them. I never have.
But think about this. All right, back to the business subject once again. Think about if your boy came out with a dope ass sneaker. I'm talking about this sneaker dope. It's raw as fuck. Like he got different colors of the motherfucker. He got different like styles of the motherfucker and shit. And you know it's dope. You wouldn't wear his shoe because you think niggas gonna shit on your shit. You gonna go buy the
Yeah, niggas
Jordan.
wouldn't do
You
it
gonna
at
put
all.
the Jordan on over that motherfucking shoe.
Niggas
That's
wouldn't
my
do it
thing.
at all.
I'm talking about this could be your boy. This is what I'm talking about, man. I swear, man. I found this out over time, like doing business and being on my own and shit. That some of your biggest supporters is motherfuckers you never even met or known
You're right.
in your life. It's not even your
You're right.
family. It's not even your friends. And this is why I say this is one of the biggest challenges that a black business owner faces, is dealing with his own people. And my thing is, what is the solution to dealing with our people when it comes on to black business, when it comes down to empowering your community by putting your business in the community and not putting it in the fucking suburbs? Because you got to understand something, like the more businesses and amenities is around, it raises the property value. But when you niggas gangbang and tear up, it lowers the property value. And guess what happened when you gangbang and you tear up and you destroy the black-owned businesses and run them out and they go back to the suburbs? Them same motherfuckers from the suburbs and downtown, these white folks, these Jews, they come buy all that shit up and kick your black ass out because you can't afford to stay there no more. They do what the niggas try to do. They just do it in a more like scheming type way. They just sit back, oh, we gonna let these niggas fuck this shit up. And then we gonna come back, we gonna fix it up all nice. Oh, now they can't even afford to stay there. But see, when the brother was there trying to do that, trying to put his business and get his other boy to put a business 2 blocks down and get the homie to buy the store across the street and had a black-owned grocery store over there and shit, putting these amenities in the area to make the property value on the area go up to where you can get some of these tax dollars, you can fix the area and keep it nice because it's actually a place that people come to. It's an attraction. You get what I'm saying? They tear it down when it's the brothers doing that shit. But when the white folks come in and do it, niggas don't sit over here and do that shit, man. I think like they talk about Brooklyn now, okay? It's where you from and shit. I hear a lot of niggas say this shit. Brooklyn ain't the same no more.
Hey, just back to Brooklyn I grew up in.
You feel what I mean?
I was out there the other night doing a video shoot, man. Them white folks out there scared to death. Out there, I'm a weed spot around the corner back of there, right? White folks like, all these niggas come from.
But it's completely different. You know what they, like I said, they let the niggas tear the shit up, came in, bought it for nothing. Like you told me now, some of the brownstones that's over there worth millions of dollars now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way they do shit. They come in the most scheming way. Like, they scheme and plot. They know what's going to go on. Like, I really think they see further than they knows. And that's what our people got to start doing. When our people open up a business in our area, you treat that business like it's the Holy Grail, especially if it got good service. You want me to tell you why? Because it's bringing something to your neighborhood. It's bringing some type of value. He's not taking it to the where the white folks at trying to bring y'all out there. He keeping y'all at home to where y'all ain't got to go nowhere. But y'all going, like I say, y'all going to lordy his shit. Y'all going to tear his shit up. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not going to talk to him about doing what he did or getting where he at. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not going to talk to him about him helping you out with a job. Not just helping you with a job, give you some work. You too proud to go work for the brother, but you okay to go work for the white man at McDonald's. You see how we think? You see how we think? We get other people. We get our own. We get other groups of ethnicities rich, and we starve out our own. We dry out our own, and we gotta get out of that, man. And like business owners, like I feel for y'all, man, because y'all going through that whole thing of like, man, how do I deal with my people if I want to open up something? Because a lot of, like, if you talk to a lot of business owners, they want to open up in like their neighborhoods. Like that's some of their dreams to like open up businesses and shit like that in they neighborhoods that's gonna impact their community and help their community. It's some of their dreams, but they know coming back to their community and dealing with the people from the neighborhood is like going backwards.
You gotta have break-ins.
You got all types of shit.
All outside your
you got
shit,
all types of
you know
shit.
you
got all types of shit.
Much,
but this brother know, like, you know what I mean? I got a business, right? Just say like he got a business on St. Clair somewhere. He know in his mind, I can go take my shit out to Willoughby and ain't got to worry about half the shit I got to worry about with you niggas.
Yep.
That's fucked up. And don't none of them want to think like that. Like I said, it's some of their dreams to revitalize their neighborhood by opening up businesses and opening up establishments and shit. But every time niggas do that shit, it goes left. It really does, man. Or they end up going out of business because people will rather shop everywhere else but that business. And as at one point in time, I thought to myself, I'm like, maybe it's the way people, these brothers is marketing themselves or advertising themselves. And I'm just like, you know what? People just not checking for this type of shit. Or when they come here, it's shitty ass service. Or I try to make up all these reasons, and I'm just like, nah, it's not. That's not the case 9 times out of 10. It's not. It's just that brothers is trying to figure out how to deal with their own kind, and we got to get out of that. Well, go ahead, Brock, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, that's cool. I agree with everything you saying for real, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that shit got to be said, bro. It has to be said, man. I wanted, like I said, I wanted other people who was like interested in being in business you know what I mean, or the people that is in a business right now, you mean to come in and talk about some of the perks of having a business, you know what I mean, and some of the challenges that you face. Because I'm going to get into some of the perks in a minute, and then we're going to go into something else, and I'm going to wrap it up, man, because I like I say, I'm not doing no 2.5 hour show anymore. But go ahead, man, bro.
Now, you want to know the challenges or the perks?
Are we talking about the challenges right now? We talk about the I got that out the way first.
Some of the
I always do. I
ones,
always do the cons of a situation before the pros. But go ahead.
Well, some of the other challenges of a business is that you, especially being the sole proprietor, are in charge of everything. Like
yes,
everything
the employees, the maintenance of the building, the insurance, everything.
I mean, the products. The services, everything okay, so let's just say you got 10 employees, right? If you got 10 employees, that's 10 insurance. That's pretty much, you have to make sure that these 10 people eat.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You are in charge to make sure that this ship runs well enough to be able to take care of 10 people
and
every week.
And make money.
And on top of that, make money every week.
Yep. And this is a weekly thing. And then you got to also think about this shit. Like, they're responsible for all the bills. They're responsible for the upkeep of the property. And then not only that, they have a life of their own too. So they're not just running a business or they franchise. They got to run their household too.
Exactly. And then you got to think, man, your first year, if you're thinking about going into business this year, just understand this. Now, I'm not saying that this is absolute, but because there's exception to the rules of everything. But just think like this: like your first year, is going to be the hardest. You know what I'm saying? Even 2 years, might be the hardest. Like, you might start breaking even. You'll be good to break even your first year. You know what I'm saying? Your second year, you might start making a little money.
A lot of businesses don't make it past their first year, man. They say a lot of first businesses fail, bro.
Exactly.
But you got to learn. You got to be able to learn from your mistakes in your first business. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, man, if you're not mentally prepared, or you ain't got the right type of guidance when you going into business and got the right team around you, it's very easy to fall into some of the pitfalls and some of the bullshit.
And don't do what I did when I first started my business. The first thing I did was I went in without knowing everything that I was supposed to know. And that hurt me in the long run.
Right.
Like, y'all gotta, when you go in, you gotta do your research on what's going on. Like when I got into lawn care, I didn't do the research at first. You see what I'm saying? I did. I just opened up because I knew exactly, because I knew I was selling so much when I worked at True Green. I knew I was selling so much. I'm like, well, shit, if I could sell them, $20,000-$30,000 a week or every 2 weeks, I know I could do that somewhere. I could do that on my own. And it wasn't like that, man. And it was not that easy. It was not that easy at all. So do your research. Like, you gotta, like, I had to learn, like, what target areas will accept new business. What's the percentage of people that buy from new companies? You know what I'm saying? What the ethnicity of people, and how much money that they made last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things, little things like that matter. Like, right. Okay, lawn sales in 2000, let's say 18, let's just say for the whole year, let's just say it was $100 million. Last year, or the year after that, it was $70 million. So it dropped 30%. Then let's say the next year after that, it went up 10%. You see what I'm saying? So this year, what's the projected expectancy of sales. You see what I'm saying? So you got to do little shit like that, because if you don't, then you'll find yourself from behind the 8 ball, and that's a lot, man. You got to do a lot of research. You got to make sure the people that's working for you, you got to make sure that they solid. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure they train well. You got to make sure that your insurance and everything is up to code, and make sure that it cover what it covers. And if you hire a felon, now your insurance just damn near double, and that's the thing, man. It's a lot, man. It's a lot going in the business for yourself.
I think that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's crazy too. That's actually like a thing your insurance raises for having a felony on your payroll. A felon on your payroll.
Well, if you got a felon, because they look at it like this, it's like when you driving. I'm gonna give you this, analogy. It's like when you get caught driving drunk or tipsy or something, or sleepy even, because you can get a DUI for real. You can get a DUI for being sleepy behind the wheel. Bet you a lot of people didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff is in your insurance and shit too. But if you get caught driving drunk, you know what I'm saying, they might give you your license back once you do the classes and everything, or either you do your 3 days in jail. But when you get out, you know what I'm saying, if your insurance is $100, you're gonna be paying more than $100 now, because you got that DUI on your record. You see what I'm saying? So they charge you for that, man. So those are things to think about, especially if you at a job, you know what I'm saying, and somebody hire you and you a felon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Believe me, they got to pay for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, man. And see, man, I think a felon, man, when you get a felony on your record, bro, it like destroys your life, man. It really does, man. If you don't know what to do with yourself. Because I feel like a lot of niggas that's in the penitentiary, some of them, man, got Fortune 500 minds.
Nah.
That's
and
real
that's
shit.
why they end up going back to the penitentiary, because they don't know what to do. They already thinking, now they already defeated. They already thinking when they go in, they already thinking like, well, shit, hey, fuck am I going to do? I just caught a drug case, for instance. That's what they thinking, like, shit, I just caught a drug case, so when I get out, who gonna hire me? Or I got a domestic violent case. That's really gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking at him because they gonna think he a violent person. Like, I got a domestic violent case. Now what I'm gonna do when I get out? You know what I'm saying? So, but there is hope.
Okay.
If you have a felony.
Okay.
There is hope. You have options, man. The city will hire you.
I never said that they don't have options. I'm just saying, like, the way society put that label on them after they get that felon, it is ridiculous the way they are. But we gonna stay with the black business thing. You know what I mean? And I'm about to get ready to say some other shit. And then we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? That being said, about some of the perks, we ain't even get into some of the perks of being a business owner. You get what I'm saying? Which I feel like the biggest perk of being a business owner is the gift of empowerment to your community. Especially if you choose to do it within your community. That gift of empowerment is everything. You have you know what I mean? You have certain say so when you talk, because you're rubbing shoulders with the councilman in the area and shit. You can get certain things done. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you empowering your community, your area, whatever it is that you at. You feel me? So that's one of the main perks for me. You get what I'm saying? Now, all the other things that I talked about was the cons, and we really need to get that shit together, because you want me to tell you why. Like, us as a black people, I don't think we understand, like, we are marketing assets, man. Like, we really are. Us ourselves, we're marketing assets. We're geniuses. Anything we touch goes to fucking gold. If you about the right thing. It's a lot of niggas that touch some shit that went to shit, but it's a lot of people that done touched up that went to gold. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like another thing, buying property, that's very, very important. That property, land, that's important for us to start doing that. It really is, man.
Buying property is a business. Mm-hmm. Even if you just got one, it's a small business. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Because it's no different than when you buy property, you know what I'm saying? It's no different than having a small business, especially if you plan on renting it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so
Go ahead.
now, and honestly, you know, and not to jump off subject, but a perk for me being a black business owner is that I'm my own boss. Can't Dame Dash said it
Yeah.
best. Can't no man walk up to me and tell me I'm fired.
Yeah,
And I
especially if
can't
I'm
work. I
using my
can't
own
work no more.
and I'm using my own money. I don't need no money from
Yeah,
you.
I
I need
don't,
shit
I don't
from
have no
you.
loans. I don't have no loans. I don't have not a single loan. Ain't no liens on my shit. Ain't nothing. No man walk up to me and say, you know what? Nah, you can't do this no more.
Right.
No, this is my shit. I pick and choose who I want to work with. I pick and choose what I do. I'm the master of my own destiny.
Right. And that's the way it's supposed to be, my dog. That's the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, man, we gonna wrap it up. You know what I mean? Anybody, you know what I mean, that's interested in getting into business, or you a black business owner and you thinking about starting something in your community and you want to put your 2 cents in, or you got some type of input that you want to share, or if you are a business owner already actively in your community, you know what I mean? If you want to share some of the pros and some of the cons of being a business owner in the black community, and if you agree with some of the cons that we talked about, you know what I mean, just leave a comment. You could DM me. We could have further discussion or whatever it is, a civil discussion. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of this is critique of black businesses. And I want to have a positive critique, but I have to tell the truth. And by telling the truth, I'm being positive. You feel me? Because I'm not going to tell you that your shit is, you know what I mean, is sugar when it's flour. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. So we going to move on from that. And you know what I mean? I'm about to let K's, I'm gonna let him chime on this because we gotta I'm gonna call this the poor white trash segment. This bitch should have went with the first dude in the beginning. You wanna hear this shit, K's? Listen to this bitch. Patricia Compton pulls a gun on 2 black kids, 12 and 13 years old, riding a bike in Georgia, saying she was protecting her property.
I hear that.
And told these little kids, if they would have came towards me, I would have shot them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, have you seen
Show
this
y'all
bitch?
true whiteness.
This bitch looked like the Michelin Man. She really one of them fat, roly-poly, country-ass, white, racist, redneck, looking like a holiday ham, fat, disgusting, nasty-ass bitch.
Big, fat, nasty white bitch. Huh?
No, she a short, fat, nasty white bitch at that.
A short, fat, nasty white
Just
bitch.
nasty with the chin dangling and jangling every goddamn where, just nasty as fuck. They're gonna shoot these babies. Because they just simply riding their bikes around. They heard animal noises. They wanted to see where the animals was at. And they rode a little bit too close. And this bitch pulled up on them in her car and pulled a gun on these babies.
This happened in Georgia, you said?
This happened in Georgia. The police now, they locked her ass up and said it wouldn't have been no self-defense if she would have shot those babies, and there was no self-defense in what she did to those babies. This is what I'm talking about traumatizing and these people with this white privilege shit, because that bitch felt like she was privileged enough to pull a gun on a 12 or 13-year-old. The police get called and nothing gonna happen. She was gonna go home about her day. She felt like she could have killed those niggas and went home about her day.
Yeah.
And
this is the land of the weak and the home of the slave.
This is the mind state of white America, and this is why I tell niggas, y'all need to take that same energy that y'all got towards each other and pay attention to these motherfuckers when they come knocking at the door and fucking with y'all and taking over y'all community and doing all this other shit. Put your foot down, my nigga. Do you sit down when you piss or you stand up? You feel me? I always tell these young niggas, I'm like, nigga, y'all riding on each other, but I feel like this, y'all niggas riding with your foot on the brake. If you gonna ride, don't ride with your foot on the brake, young nigga. You feel me? Ride for all the right reasons, you feel me? Shit like this should be put in check. Shit like this, for real, should be handled accordingly. You pull guns. Think about if a nigga would have pulled a gun on 2 12 and 13-year-old white babies. What would have happened? He would have been underneath the fucking jail. We all know that. Yeah. Underneath the jail, they probably would have killed him on sight. Brother could have had a cell phone. They would have said it was a gun and popped him. That's all they got to do. Oh, man, I thought he had a gun. They got a cell phone in his hand the whole fucking time. But that's the state that we live in with America. Like what you say with these Edomites, all of that shit ties in. I swear it's in their blood, bro. Throughout centuries, bro. White folks ain't never done no peaceful shit. I can't think of one peaceful thing that they did, bro. Not one. Name me some peaceful shit that they did. I challenge anybody. Tell me some peaceful shit that these Caucasians have did throughout history. Tell me something innovative that they did. I'm for real. Everywhere everywhere they go.
Oh, they innovated on hanging niggas and telling lies. They innovated on that.
What you say?
No, they feared for their life. They innovated on saying that bullshit.
Man,
I feared for my life and I shot that nigga in the back. I was scared to death. That nigga had his back turned. How dare that nigga turn his back on me? So I blew his back out. Yep. Nigga.
And I'm gonna get away with it. Same thing we witnessing with these motherfuckers down here at this Capitol, bro. Same goddamn thing. But we ain't gonna get all off into that, man. We about to go on here and we about to sound off on the show though. But I got a question. Cause you don't like to participate in these type of questions and shit for some odd reason. Let me ask you this, Barack, are you still here before we get up out of here, bro? This is the last one, and I'm gonna go, and I want anybody that's watching, you get what I'm saying, to pay attention. Listen, are men and women standards nowadays unrealistic? Yes. I'm talking about both.
Yes.
Well, how you feel about that one, Kaz, or you choose not to participate?
I mean, what are you talking about as far as unrealistic?
I'm just talking about their standards towards each other. Like niggas nowadays want a bitch with a fat ass. They want her to be wifey material. They want her to have the prettiest face. They want her to have like the PhD and shit like this. But this ain't the type of nigga for that bitch. I'm talking about this is where nigga standards at, which is cool to have high standards like that.
Hoes out here fucking head cases, yo.
Yes, they is. And these bitches standards is unrealistic in my eyes because the type of qualities that they like in niggas nowadays is mind blowing.
I'm gonna just be honest, okay?
Go ahead.
Some pussy out here in this world,
if you say what I think,
not reserved for everybody.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Some of these standards that these bitches had, if I was a filthy rich nigga, I'm gonna tell you like this, even though I'm a rich nigga by mine. But if I was a filthy rich nigga, bro, I wouldn't give some of these bitches the time of the day that got some of these standards that they have. That's all I'm saying.
Bruh, some of these women out here, some of these pussies out here are only reserved for the gods of men. Not just regular niggas, man.
What about the good pussy, dirty feet having ass bitches? Is that shit reserved for the guys?
I'm talking about some. I said some pussy.
I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about all pussy right now. That's what I'm talking about. All pussy.
Okay. Well, I'm getting into that. Like, you gotta know what lane you in, man. You see what I'm saying?
Now I feel you.
Whether you a bitch or whether you a nigga. A nigga know if he need one of them hoes that's a big booty, barefoot, a tight $10 sundress wearing, you know what I'm saying, a mild smoking. He know if he want that, or he know if he deserve that, or if he deserve that.
I'm talking about niggas
and got a PhD and got her shit together.
Let's be realistic by nature. We men, right? We all men in here, right? All men want what they can't have, bro. Let's be honest about that.
Look, but he's a man.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a man.
That's true.
And let's be clear. They were put here for us. We wasn't put here for them.
True, but see, honestly, I feel this way. Some niggas don't have the characteristics it takes to handle certain women. And some niggas do have those characteristics.
That's why I said some pussy is only made for the gods of men. Now, if you one of them, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't got no offense to you hoes in the projects, because you hoes in the projects, y'all down there because y'all want to be down there.
It's some grinders down there. It's some grinders down there. It's some grinders down there, though, my nigga. You can't, not all, you know what I found out? No, wait.
If you're in the projects, if you're in the projects, there is not. Look, I come from the valley, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's where I originated from. I didn't get over into like the Kinsman and Union area and shit until later on down the line. But nigga, originally I'm from the Valley. You see what I'm saying? So if you down in the projects and you in your, let's say, late 20s, early 30s, there ain't no damn excuse. You want to be where you at. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny. Because if I was, let me tell you something. If I was a female, nigga, if I was a female, ain't no way I wouldn't have my shit together. Nah. Females got it way easier than niggas.
Yeah, way easier than niggas though. But
they got all the none of the money and all the pussy.
And that's just like a example that I had made a couple months ago about how squares be wanting hoes and hoes and hoes be wanting square niggas. Like, it's weird as fuck, bro. Like, you would think like a situation like that wouldn't really work the fuck out, but like if you think about just think about the pimping. You get what I'm saying? Hoes is used to dealing with tricks.
Nigga, I done seen niggas spend bags.
Yes.
On just the thought of being with a bitch.
Yes, I've seen it too.
I'm talking about this nigga ain't kissed her, ain't fucked her, but just the thought of being with her and that there's a possibility. Yes. I've seen niggas spend bags.
Yes.
So it ain't no excuse.
Hey, man, but some niggas, man, hey, that's what they do,
shit.
Bro.
Look, I watch my mama, okay? I watch my mama had niggas over to the house, cleaning up, paying her rent, paying the car notes, and ain't even smelt the pussy.
That's what niggas do though, bro.
Wouldn't even allow the nigga, the one nigga she had, wouldn't even allow the nigga in her room. He couldn't come past the living room or the dining room, brother. He couldn't even come in the kitchen. Living room, dining room, kitchen, then in the back was everybody's rooms and shit. Nigga couldn't even come past the motherfucking dining room or come past the kitchen. And this nigga, just the thought of being with her though.
Hey, but that's how niggas think, man. Some niggas, man, I was always taught this as a young nigga, like, hey, man, you ever heard an old timer tell you some shit like this? Like, nigga, if you stare in between a bitch legs too long, you'll get hypnotized by it. You ain't never heard an old timer say that? I've heard an old timer say that shit, and I've actually seen niggas get stuck looking at that fucking monkey and taking their mind into all different other types of places. It's a whole seduction thing. It's a whole control thing. Like, if you don't know how to control yourself and conduct yourself around hoes, nigga, you gon' fall victim, be a square nigga, end up paying that money to that player. That's what usually happen.
Bruh, you can get with a BB queen.
You said a what?
A BB queen.
What the fuck is that?
A basic bitch.
A basic
bitch. And she'll have she'll be walking around this bitch like she's a motherfucking dime.
But you got niggas, you got cornball, goofy ass niggas that
will gas
up them bitches because they thirsty for pussy. But every nigga ain't thirsty for pussy.
Her corny ass up or her basic ass up.
But
like bitch, she the best thing. Ain't got no ass, ain't hardly got no titties, but she look okay.
That bitch can't do nothing.
Niggas will gas her motherfucking ass.
Where they supposed to be sending that bitch to the blade. She supposed to be out on that blade for a player.
Nigga, Miles, I'm talking about
paying that restitution.
Niggas going to buy expensive liquor just to sit with these bitches, man. Smoking Miles and all that shit, man. What the fuck?
Let me tell you this though, bro. I said this to a motherfucker a long time ago, and the nigga told me this shit, and it was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. He said this. He like, Meech, think about this. He like, nigga, you gonna put gas in your car to go take the bitch out. You gonna take the bitch out. You gonna spend another $50. Y'all going to get something to eat. You gonna drop the bitch off. Wouldn't you rather just get that bitch that $100 and say, let me fuck? I was like, hey,
that cuts the middleman.
Listen, you know what I did. You know what I did to try to justify the bullshit that I had said back then. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm like, shit, nigga, I smoke and drink anyway, nigga. I might have been hungry. The bitch was with me. I'm just taking the bitch with me. He was like,
fuck all that. That nigga was right.
He was right. But when you think about that shit, bro, that's just like flat out tricking. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's
nigga,
flat
you
out
tricking regardless.
How I'm tricking
whether you doing it silent,
in my mind. How am I tricking?
Fuck what your mind
when this
saying.
Bitch, listen, 9 times out of 10,
what it is.
9 times out of 10, I'm not a nigga that's calling the bitch, begging the bitch to come over. If they wanted to come over, anything like that, I smoke all day long. I don't drink all like that, but I keep liquor around. You feel what I mean? So, like, I'm doing everything that niggas is paying to do for any fucking. That's what I'm doing anyway. And if she want to take a drink,
smoking a $10 blunt and she there with you and she smoked too, nigga, you just smoked $5 instead of $10. So she just charged you $5 just to sit her ass right there where you at. She ain't bring nothing to the motherfucking table, not even a goddamn shell. Then you go buy a motherfucking bottle. She go drink half that bitch. So if you
but
like,
see, you gotta understand. You gotta understand what type of bitches that I'm dealing with.
$50 on some liquor or $100 on some liquor.
You gotta understand
the type of bitch. She half of that. Now you get something to eat. Now she getting something to eat too, and you go pay for her. She ain't saying out her mouth, let's go Dutch.
This the thing.
You just paid for her and you ain't even fucked.
And this the thing though. Bitches do all that for me. If I wanted it to happen like that. I ain't never been the type of nigga to do all of that shit. So then
why? Okay, so look, if that's the option, right? How many hoes then jumped up and said, well, let me do it. It's the first date. Why do a nigga got to pay for the first date?
First of all, what the fuck what you mean?
Niggas, most of the time, it don't even be a question most of the time.
No, that ain't. Listen,
that's not true.
Talking about 9 times out of 10.
It don't even be a question most of the time.
A lot of these females will tell. A lot of these.
Unless you ask her, she not doing it. Unless you ask, she ain't doing it.
That's not true.
And that's the thing. This is what I was always taught, brother. Let me tell you this one time, man. 9 times out of 10, if you gotta ask a bitch out, she really don't want to go out and fuck with you. If a bitch want to do something with you, she gonna do it with you. And a lot of times, this is where I hear a lot of females will disagree with you on this, bro. A lot of times, these bitches be taking these niggas out on the first date.
After a nigga done fucked.
On the first date.
That's either after a nigga done fucked or either it's a look different.
Listen,
that's the only time that happens.
This is the difference. If a female asked you to go do something with her, 9 times out of 10, this is what I always say, man. When a female even entertain your conversation, she want fuck.
If
look, you know what I'm saying? If it gets to that point when a female asks you, listen, when a female, let me finish. When a female asked you to go out with them and do something with them, that's kind of like an interview, my nigga, to see if she want to fuck. Let's be honest about that. You don't think that 9 times out of 10, that's how that happens?
There's hoes out there that will take niggas, that will go out with it or let a nigga take them out simply for the meal, nothing else.
Yes, it's females that do that, but I'm just saying, when a nigga 9 times out of 10, listen, it's some females. It's some females that like the fact of a nigga pursuing them. It's some females that like that, and it's some females out here.
Brother.
Listen.
Those are rare occasions.
Listen, and it's some females out here that likes to pursue niggas. Like I said,
rare occasions.
Listen, if I'm right or wrong, somebody correct me.
You're right.
The first 10 minutes of a female meeting a man and talking to him, she knows she want to fuck him right then and there. The biggest question is, how am I fuck this nigga without seeming like I'm a hoe?
Yes, she does.
Let's be real about that.
Those are some rare occasions where you got some that'll be like, fuck it, I like the date that we just went on, fuck it, I'm gonna get this nigga some pussy. Then you got some hoes that'll go out there.
Like I said, it's the interview. But go ahead.
Then you got some hoes out there that'll go out there, that'll let you wine and dine their motherfucking ass, go to the bar, get drunk and all that shit. Y'all done went to dinner and the movies and all that shit. Then when y'all get down to the end of the night, that hoe want to go in the house.
Yeah, that's because she already had it up. Like I said, she already. But listen, that bitch already had it in her mind. She was gonna play that nigga like that 9 times out of 10.
Exactly. I've seen my sisters get nigga back in the day. I seen my sisters go on dates with niggas. Niggas then took them, got them something to eat, got these motherfucking hoes drunk, and then they come back to the house, get dropped off by the nigga to call another nigga to come fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a nigga who played himself like a simp.
See
That's
what
why
I'm
I
saying?
said 9 times out of 10, right?
Well,
I'm the
how
type
you
of
know
nigga.
you ain't getting played?
Listen.
You can't just say, "Oh,
I'm
this
the type
time
of
I
nigga.
ain't getting played." I know I ain't getting played.
First of all, I'm what you like. I like to say this. I have the gift of gab. You want me to tell you why? Because I'm the type of nigga that'll talk to a female for days and days and days, get to know shit about her. This back before I was with my wife, obviously, but get to know her. I wouldn't even talk about sex or nothing like that. I would get in her mind first, to the point to where she like, damn, I want to fuck this nigga, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Oh shit, I'm about to get ready to do this. Let me see if this nigga want to do it.
So you did that with every female?
What you mean? I ain't never been played like no simp by no female, dog. Ever.
Never.
Ever.
So every female you've ever talked to in your life, you fucked?
Yes. On my mom, yes.
I just gotta take your word for it, but I don't believe it.
I don't know why you don't believe it, motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck you talking to.
Even me.
Huh?
Even me. Okay, I fell victim. I ain't gonna say I've
No.
been
First of all, let me explain this to you.
I ain't been simped, but I even had females that turned me down before.
Man, listen, man. I done had married women. I had bitches in full blown relationships. I done had all types of shit that had happened in my little life of mine when it come down to females, dog. That's why some of this shit I be talking about, I just don't be saying this shit. And you gotta understand this, bruh. If I'm talking to you and it ain't got up to that point, I know whether you gonna try to simp me or not.
So a female ain't never said, you know what? No, I don't think we should, or I think we just cool, or we just never.
Nope.
Okay.
Because every female I didn't ever fuck with. Listen, you want me to tell you why?
Man.
You want me to tell you why? Because every female I didn't ever fuck with wanted to fuck with me that bad.
Oh my goodness, man!
You got to understand that.
Man, look, I've had females the same way, and I'm talking about a female I know for a fact we had chemistry. Everything was right.
Obviously, it wasn't, nigga. Obviously, it wasn't, nigga.
What she said was she enjoyed our time so much that she didn't want to pursue anything further because she think that we would be best suited as friends because I was a hoe at the time. And that's how she felt. She knew that I wasn't no one-woman man. You see what I'm saying? And she didn't want to go any further because of that.
See,
that's another thing too, though.
You got to understand
I've always kept it real.
But see, you got to understand this, though, bro. When I say getting to know you and shit like that, like some of these people are like still my friends and shit like that. You feel me? Like I could actually have like a sexual relationship for a female briefly and still be their friend. You understand me? There's no hard feelings. I'm not worried about what the fuck she's doing because I'm doing my own thing. And that's how it always was with me.
So wait. So
I don't know about you.
Every female that you've dealt with.
Yes.
And you kept it real with her.
Yes.
And let her know that look,
I didn't bless them, and I have blessed them. Yes.
Hold on. And you ain't look. This ain't gonna be no me and you shit. This is only a physical thing. I'm not looking for nothing.
You don't
serious.
even be having to say that,
real.
but you listen. You don't even have to say that because you're missing the point. How these bitches wanted to fuck me just as bad. You're not listening because you're not listening to what I'm saying. They already wanted to fuck me just as bad as I wanted to fuck them. You got to understand that. I keep on telling you, a female know if she want to fuck you within 10 minutes of meeting you, dog.
So every female was just cool with you fucking with other bitches.
What you mean? If you make it plain, this the thing that y'all don't understand about females. The more you keep it real with them, the more they fuck with you. A lot of niggas don't understand
that. Ain't always happened for me because like I said, I've had a few females in my lifetime and shit. When I kept it real, that's
you simping, dog. That's you talking too much, talking your way out of the pussy. Why I'ma tell a bitch that I'm a hoe?
Well, to give her the option to fuck with you or not.
No, what you mean? She know you ain't got no girl, and she know she ain't the only one. Well, I need to confirm that. when I'm trying to get some pussy.
Okay, so then you looking for trouble, man. See,
I'm not looking for trouble when she know where we stand from the jump.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Because this one of the
female before?
No, wait. This is the main thing with me, bro. Because I let it be known.
Have you ever got into it with a female for infidelity issues?
This is the main thing with me because I let it be known what it is from the jump. Especially back in those days, I ain't got no woman. I never took a choice or option away from a person in the beginning.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is just because you told half the truth don't mean you told the truth. Have you ever had a female either accuse you or been through an infidelity issue?
No, because I dealt with females that didn't give a fuck about what the fuck I was doing when I left them. Because I wasn't their man.
No. That's not what the question is.
Or they didn't have that in their mind like I'm theirs.
So no female has ever accused you of infidelity?
No.
No female has ever got mad with you for fucking with another broad?
Not one. Not
one
ever.
Female?
Ever. Never.
And you've dealt with more than 10 females in your life?
Of course. Yes. Way more.
Hey, you a hell of a nigga
now
man.
Are we talking about? Now listen, you got to understand. Now, if you want to be serious, I done had 2 serious relationships in my whole fucking life. That's serious relationships. Other than that, nigga, I wasn't looking for no girl.
Me
I
too.
wasn't looking for
and
no
I
girl.
married the 2 women I got into relationships with. I married both of them.
No, nigga, I was fucking everything moving at one point in time, nigga.
Me too. That's what I said.
On some real shit, like, and it didn't take much for me. And I got niggas that will vouch for me, that will tell you like this nigga was a motherfucker. On some real shit. I mean, what you want me to say? What what are you trying to say? Okay, listen. Every female I done ever pursued and tried to like talk to and shit like that, yes, I've had sex with them. Yes.
And they knew you were also having sex with other women.
Yes. Because I wasn't a dude, obviously. I ain't never had a bitch question me about what I do outside of her. Ever.
Never.
Ever. My wife don't need to question me because I ain't doing shit outside of her and she know what the fuck I do anyway. But I'm talking about when I was by myself, nigga, and I was single, a bitch ain't never questioned what I did outside of her. Unless she wanted to get cussed out, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is you asking me about what I'm doing outside of you for? Like, I've never had that because everybody I fuck with was cool.
So they wasn't allowed to know what you was doing.
What you mean allowed? If they knew, nigga, I done been in a small town fucking bitches that stay next door to each other. They know.
But they can't ask.
What they gonna ask when they know?
So they don't know.
What they gonna ask when they know? You missing the point. What they gonna ask when they know?
You're not giving the truth. That's all I'm saying.
You're not giving the truth. If somebody stay next door to me and they see my car outside in their fucking shit overnight and see me walk out in the morning, nigga, they know what the fuck I'm over there doing.
You could have been over there smoking. You could have got drunk and fell asleep. Anything could have happened.
They knew me, so they knew what the fuck I was doing. This is my point of what I'm telling you.
Nobody got mad at this, huh?
No, I mean, what's she gonna do? Stop fucking with me? I don't care.
You're a hell of a nigga.
What's she gonna do? Stop fucking with me? I don't give a shit. What the fuck? I was 20, 21, 20. I didn't give a fuck if a bitch stopped fucking with me. Do you understand me?
You're a hell of a nigga, man.
No, because for real, man, you talk, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I don't know. You, like I said, you a hell of a man. Because when I kept it real, and a lot of occasions they was like, all right, okay, well, I appreciate you for telling me the truth, and we still did it do. But it's been a few occasions
because you gave the bitch out. Like, you giving a bit, like I said, you talked your way. That's because I said you talked your way out of the pussy. You know what I mean? You gave the bitch your way out. That's what you did.
I like to keep things. Look, I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody keying up my car. I don't need nobody busting out my windows. I don't need nobody doing no stupid shit. So that's why I always keep it real, and then I even reiterate.
You kept it real, and you didn't get the pussy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, look. Check this out. Sometimes getting the pussy ain't always it, man.
At that time,
you fuck around. You fuck around and look, I've messed with females that I told the truth to.
Nigga, when I was younger,
and it still turned out to be a nightmare.
When I was younger, I was trying to put it in the bitch heart, nigga. I was trying to bang off her heart, nigga. I don't know what you talking about back then. I was tearing shit up, nigga. You remember that
Look,
song, nigga?
Nobody. I don't think nobody in their 20s got more in their teens and 20s. I know nobody got more action than me.
You don't remember that shit, do you, nigga? I was on that. I don't know what you talking about back then, nigga.
I don't think nobody in their teens and 20s got more action than I did.
What you say?
I don't think nobody in their teens and 20s got more action than I did. Nobody.
Nigga, do you know where the fuck I was at in my 20s?
Man, listen here. Nobody.
Oh, man, this nigga gonna have me call a nigga and tell this nigga what they used to call me and the type of shit I used to do. K's done heard this shit before. Nigga, I used to walk around in state prop overall and Dickie overalls with just boxers on and a pair of Timbs, nigga, because I knew after work I was gonna go hit some bitch or get my dick sucked, nigga. Every day of the week, a different bitch. In the car, at her house, at the room, on some real shit, nigga. Niggas used to call me Michael Myers, nigga, because I used to stab shit, nigga. Baby mamas, it wasn't nobody that got spared, nigga. If I knew you wanted to fuck with me, I talked my way into that pussy, nigga. I didn't talk my way out of it.
Hey, look, I hear you, baby. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I hope some of these bitches watching that know I told their ass up and still probably think about it to this day. But, hey, it is what it is, man. I don't get down like that no more, though. But, nigga, I used to be a wild, wild nigga. You talking about in your 20s?
Can I ask you this question?
Go ahead, bro.
Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Are you cool with all the women you've ever messed with before? And if you wanted to, could you pursue a relationship with them, whether it be sexual or...
I'm not going to say that because I'm with my wife, bro, and there's certain ramifications.
No. I'm talking about if you weren't not married. Respectfully, I'm saying this.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so. The majority of some of them. Listen, you're not understanding, bro. I used to make bitches. I didn't make bitches do nothing.
I ain't talking about that. What I'm saying, hypothetically.
You're not understanding the magnitude, bro. Females used to put niggas out of the house to fuck with me, bro.
Hear me out. Hypothetically, if you were not married, could you call up any
it's still females that I used to mess with back then I could call up and spark a friendship back up with. Yes.
I'm talking about
some females
all of them.
I could call on. Not all of them, of course not all of them, bro. What you mean?
Whether they got somebody or not. Could you call them and say, hey,
what do you mean all of them? No, I just told you no to all. I just told you to see you. I just told you it's no to all of them. And then for two, I'm not the type of nigga that go digging in the past.
Okay. Well, see, look, here's the difference then.
Go ahead.
Any pool I've ever swam in, I can always go back for another dip. Every single one.
And like I said,
not even if they got somebody.
And like I said, but see, when there's so many, you can't count on three hands, my nigga. I don't know what to say. I can't call all them bitches back and fuck all of them again. No, I can't. Some of them I probably won't never even see again. So it is what it is. Some of the ones that I kept in contact with, that I needed to keep in contact with over the years, they're just friends and all that other shit. That's cool. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not about to call them back up like, oh shit, man, blah, I'm trying to fuck. Nah, it would never be like that. I wouldn't try it. They know I wouldn't try it.
So
That's
you've
not in
been
my
100% successful.
That's not in my character.
Just to wrap this up,
You've
been 100% successful on everybody you pursued.
But see, because that goes back to what I was saying. I was always a nigga that knew my lane. I knew what I could do and I knew what I couldn't do. I knew how to manipulate a female. I knew how to talk to females. I always had a smoothness about me, dog, that females like. I don't know if you ever paid attention to it. But, nigga, I've never, like, tried to fuck a bitch and been unsuccessful. No. Ever. I ain't never been a nigga. I ain't never been a nigga that had a bitch that was like, no, I don't think I should do it. No, I've never been that nigga. Ever. Ever. But we about to get up out of here, though, man. You get what I'm saying? My boy Baraki in the building. We about to wrap everything up. Do anybody got any black-owned businesses that they want to shout out? Oh, and before we get into it, all my people, you know what I mean, that's over on YouTube, that's new to the motherfucking channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. All my people over on Twitch, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and follow your guy, hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. All my people over on Facebook, if you see this content, make sure you like it, make sure you share it, make sure you get it out to your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your auntie, your niece, your nephew, everybody. Get it out there. You get what I'm saying? There's some good content that need to be shared to the masses. You feel me? So we're going to put that out there. Now, any black-owned businesses that any one of you brothers want to shout out before we get up out of here, and I put on the ending song before we get out of here.
Nope.
What about you, Killer? You still there, bro?
No, sir.
No, sir. All right, we about to get up out of here, then, man. We got young style artist T Sly. Stuck in My Ways, official music video. You get what I'm saying? GrownManishh. It's your boy Luxury, most expensive nigga rolling. I got my boy Barack in the building. My nigga DJ K's in the motherfucking building. We up out this motherfucker. We set it on fire tonight. That's what's up, fellas. We out this motherfucker. Let's get to it. GrownManishh.
Yeah, nigga. Man, I swear I'm so stuck in my ways, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Please don't do it.
I do what the fuck I want. When the fuck I want to, nigga. It's Big Red Records in this motherfucker, nigga. And we make moves, nigga. We the move makers around this bitch, nigga. Hey. I guess that's why I'm so stuck in my ways. I'm so stuck in my ways. Young nigga out getting paid. I stay trapping for days. See how much money I made. Knock a nigga down with the K. Pussy nigga know I don't play. Send shooters right where you stay. Nigga better watch what he say. I'm so stuck in my ways. Young nigga out getting paid. I stay trapping for days. See how much money I made. Knock a nigga down with the K. Pussy nigga know I don't play. Send shooters right where you stay. Nigga better watch what he say. I'm so stuck in my ways. John Man, bitch, you know I make plays. If it's beef, I'm pulling out of the K. Cause one shot, I knock off a nigga face. If you got beef, come see me. I'm probably somewhere flexing hard on your TV. I leave a nigga wet like a squeegee. I'm a big dog, you a peewee. Your bitch suck my balls and my wee-wee. She play with her pussy, my CD. She pay for the dick, no freebies. After I fuck, then the bitch won't see me. That's why little niggas wanna be me. Cause I make the shit look so easy. In the trap house, that's where we be. Back it up, get it gone immediately. Things keep coming back repeatedly. This real life, nigga, this ain't Twitter beef. If you ain't dead, little nigga, you finna be. Knock a nigga down, middle finger to my enemies. Feed his ass bullets, yeah, that's my remedy. A nigga like me won't show no sympathy. Glocks and K's whenever they mention me. Glocks and K's whenever they mention me. Fuck nigga. I'm so stuck in my ways. Young nigga out getting paid. I stay trapping for days. See how much money I made. Knock a nigga down with the K. Pussy nigga know I don't play. Send shooters right where you stay. Nigga better watch what he say. I'm so stuck in my ways. Young nigga out getting paid. I stay trapping for days. See how much money I made. Knock a nigga down with the K. Pussy nigga know I don't play. Send shooters right where you stay. Nigga better watch what he say. For real, get in my way, you go get killed. Bitch, you geeked up, I'm high off pills. The ice on my neck, it give me chills. Posting in the trap, trying to stack the meal. I ain't buying that lean unless it's sealed. Fuck all my ops, that's how I feel. Cop ass niggas, y'all need a shield. Quit running your mouth, I running your grill. Infrared beam pointing at your head. Yeah, I love green, but my favorite color red. I've been trapping all day trying to get this bread. I be sticking and moving, I'm dodging the fed. Nigga play dumb, then it's off with his head. Block with a drum, you heard what I said. Nigga better run or I'm feeding them leg. Got bricks in the house, got guns in the shed. That nigga don't know, he bout to die. I'm a real killer, can see it in my eye. Torture his ass, put a knife in his thigh. I made this bitch strip even though she go die. She sucking my dick while she watching you cry. I was go fuck when her pussy probably dry. I'm stacking this money up to the sky. I'm stuck in my ways, nigga, why would I lie? I'm so stuck in my ways. Young nigga out getting paid. I stay trapping for days. See how much money I made. Knock a nigga down with the K. Pussy nigga know I don't play. Send shooters right where you stay. Nigga better watch what he say. I'm so stuck in my ways. Young nigga out getting paid. I stay trapping for days. See how much money I made. Knock a nigga down with the K. Pussy nigga know I don't play. Send shooters right where you stay. Nigga better watch what he say.